has been clicked. We are live.
The button has been clicked. Welcome back to a session of the Gilded Dice, where we play Storm King's Thunder with or without our whole party members because they're late. One's always late. Wolverbane, so our comers are all screwed up. So we're gonna play on anyways. So last session, since some of you didn't read the chat and didn't know what happened last, you guys arrived in Everland, met up with an old companion of Wolverbane, one particular Hero of Phandalin named Demontail, who happens to be a sailor. That's convenience. He can fly your airship for you.
Hey, we were doing so well by ourselves.
You learned a little bit about him, brought him back to the ship, where you guys put him through a couple tests. Zaya had him try to sell some stuff, which was successful. A vial of water. There was a combat test by Rogadar, which he seemed to have passed, barely, one might say. And you guys just kind of got to know this new companion of yours. You woke up the next morning to be escorted by some of the city guard to a tower, a black tower with a shiny mirror, half-crescent moon atop it, almost like a signaling mirror, which was called Moongleam Tower. You went there and met with a wizard, an archmage, named Crowin Valharo. You learn real quick that this place belongs to one of the factions of Faerun, the Harpers. It's a stronghold of the Harpers, and a archive of wealth and knowledge. You guys entered, met with Crowin, kind of saw that he had all this information on you guys, been following your escapades across Faerun, and on behalf of the Strange Zentarum request, has given you guys aid to travel around the world via the teleportation circles of the Harpers. You need a little piece of parchment that has all the circles on them. So you guys can utilize that at your discretion in case one of your party members decides to set sail on a personal cruise with your airship. And that's where you guys left off. The tower, the Moongleam Tower in Everland, still heavy-hearted because your companion Lucius the Beloved has passed away.
Lucius the Beloved.
Oh, sorry, I meant the Blackened. So, the day is yours. It's going to be a shitty day. The clouds are rolling in. It's a few. You can see in the distance the kind of that misty glow of rain off in the distance as the clouds slowly roll in. The wind picks up and the damp air kind of seeps into your clothing. It may rain today. It's just one of those days, you know. So, what do you guys want to do?
Are we still in the tower, or we have just exited tower?
After having a little kind of tour of where to access the teleportation circle in the East Tower, basement, sublevel B, you guys are escorted out to the front of the tower.
Well, should we walk before it gets suspicious?
Yeah. Let's walk.
Let's go back to that like place that I tried to remember where there was some people when we walked. Hey, there's no way that it's a shitty day because we walked in here. It was not a shitty day. I remember that from walking to this tower.
And then it strikes you that weather can change very rapidly in Faerun.
Great. Sure.
All right, so it's a sunny day, apparently.
I mean, I'm sure that it wasn't raining when we got in the tower. I mean, it could have changed. But...
Did you guys see the weather yesterday in real life? You looked outside, it was a whiteout. You literally blinked, and it's so sunny again. It just kept flipping back and forth. Man, if only that was like that in real life.
I mean, Everland is nothing close to this weather. Anyways, okay.
It's fantasy, so it's not raining. It's sunny,
okay, anyways, so yeah, should we... I want to go
like
back to that plaza area. I forget the name of that place, but where there was a lot of like huts with stuff that we can buy and all.
Oh, the market.
Yeah, that. Who wants to go to the market?
Yeah, I think a trip to the market would be good.
Cool. Rogadar?
Yeah,
Like,
I can stock up on supplies for the ship.
You need more hot peppers too, I guess, right? How's your stag that I got you last time we were in a town?
Oh, I still have quite a few of those left.
Oh, okay. So none of those then.
No, I'm rationing them until I get back to my clan.
What?
I'm rationing them until I get back to my clan.
Oh, that's good. Or you can just buy more. I mean, why would I want you to get more? Never mind, you don't have to, don't worry. So, Demontail, I mean, I don't know what you want to do, because I don't know you enough, but you're good at selling stuff. Are you good at buying stuff?
Well, I don't particularly have that much money on me at the moment. I mean, I've been working for free for many months.
Well, you're gonna keep working for free for a while.
Yes, well, I really do wish that you guys had secured some payment for this this quest that we're going on. But, well, if you...
I like... You see we're gonna sort of like sift through his papers. Oh, we do have this one actually. It's like, what is it, 50 gold per giant head?
Yeah, we have one! I mean, we don't have any giant head, but we have a goal to get a giant's head.
It's very awkward transporting giant heads
Do they fit
prior
in
to
our
having the
hole?
ship.
How many giant heads have you acquired so far?
I do
Like,
this.
we could have acquired.
I make a circle out of
I
my
can't
hand.
count them anymore. There's been several.
But we have none. Rogadar.
Oh yeah, we
don't
have none.
any.
We could have had like 7 maybe.
Yeah. That's 7 times 50. That's like 350 gold. That's a lot of money. Which we don't have. It slipped away like the water beneath on the river that flows beside Riverland.
Which is the Rauvin River.
Like the Rauvin River.
Yes.
Are we at the market at the end of this conversation?
Well, speaking of rivers, are we going to get to take off in your ship anytime soon?
Soon, of course, soon. It's always so fast. Yes, of course.
Well,
Imagine-
if you all intend to do some shopping, then let's get it over with, shall we?
You head back towards the Bell Market, the center of Everland. It's a bustle of activity. Now that the day has begun, although the weather does look like it's going to perhaps rain on the parade, the markets are all full. The town is already bustling and buying their wares. And you can see next to the town markets to the northeast is a large structure, a fortified structure. It appears to be some sort of a political building. There's many guards that patrol around it. You are in the market, and along the market there are shops as well, amongst the stalls. What do you guys want to buy?
Is there like a kind of like eccentric looking spot? More than I'm not looking for a brown kiosk. I'm looking for a more colorful kiosk.
Sure, make an investigation.
Ugh. Can I ask someone if they see it instead?
Sure.
As we walk and I don't see what I want. Guys, do you guys see any like more colorful markets around?
Do I see anything?
Let's see. Make an investigation check. Kotian turns his bald head around to observe. A little taller than Zaya.
No!
And all you can fixate is Zaya's colorful head amongst the crowd. But there are stalls and smells of baked goods and food amongst other artisan and crafts and other goods. You can see various shops on
Okay.
the sides.
So there's no eccentric shop, but I go to the one that seems like has my kind of stuff that Zaya would be interested in.
What is Zaya interested in?
I'm looking for something. Okay, so basically what I want to look for stuff to put in my room on the ship.
Like trinkets or furnishing?
Like furnishing.
Alright.
I want to get like some kind of like pink curtains and a carpet.
Alright, so you ask one of the guards, not finding what you want, and one of the guards points you down to one of the nearby streets and says, you would probably find what you need. over at Fickle's place.
Oh, great! It sounds like a really nice spot.
You can't miss it. It's a furniture shop of sorts. He provides a lot of the furnishings for Everlund and a lot of the merchant ships that pass through.
Does anyone want to come?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go and look for food supplies.
All right.
I think I'll stick with Zaya for the time being.
Okay. Yeah, help me. And I grab like Demontail's arm and I'm like, yo, I mean, we need to get good deals, so make sure we get the best price. Or just take it.
Are you suggesting that we steal items from these shops?
I
I
mean,
thought we were heroes.
yes, but I mean, if the price is not reasonable, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. I don't know. Like, I guess we can come with a code. Like, if the price is not reasonable, then we try to go for Plan B.
My my stealing days are behind me, you understand.
Oh, okay. It's all right. I misjudged you. I'm sorry.
But I can certainly try and help you bargain if you'd like.
Okay, that's really good.
All right. You make your way to the direction of the guard's instruction, and you find an interesting looking shop. The curtains are quite extravagant, patches of various colors and materials, and the sign says, there's a big wooden sign hanging over the door that says, Fickle's Fine Furnishing, and on it is draped a large kind of carpet that's just hanging from it, like almost like a banner, but it's simply just a tapestry, a carpet. You can smell sort of like the wood furnishing and the musty smell of cloth and various other tapestries coming from the door. The door is propped open, kind of air it out a bit, but it's got that furniture store smell of leathers and wood.
I walk in.
All right. So the three of you guys walk in. It's quite packed in there. It's almost like a maze, like small corridors that lead between chairs and tables, standing sconces for lights. You see a somewhat hyperactive looking female halfling kind of just darting between. You kind of just catch a glimpse of her. She runs one way and then crosses another pathway. She seems to be kind of putting boxes back on the shelves, kind of fixing everything up, preparing for the day's selling. All right. Well, over to Rodar. Rodar, you're in the town square, purchasing goods. Wolverbane has wandered off somewhere to do whatever Wolverbane does.
That's fine. He'll be fine.
Anything in particular you want to do?
I'm just looking for meats, cheeses, maybe some vegetables. Other people seem to eat those.
So, from your observation, they
So
do.
kind.
But in a market like this, it's not hard to find fresh goods and a lot of fresh fish coming down off the merchant ships. And you can see various ships have docked in the port, and you see people offloading and unloading goods throughout. You find enough to kind of replenish the holds of the Grim, and we'll say it costs you about total of, depending on what you buy, about we'll say 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean, we just stocked up maybe a week ago, so I don't need too much.
All right, so buy like about 2 gold's worth of just to top up the reserves.
Yeah, cool.
With meats, ales, and all the things in between. Anything else you want to do, Rodar? Well,
then I sort of just wander around, look at different stalls, see if there's anything interesting.
yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. You find a lot of trinkets, hand-carved sculptures, toys, decor, wind chimes, a whole slew of things.
All seems frivolous and not practical. I keep walking.
All right. Well, you guys in the furnishing store, in Fickle's Furnishing, what do you guys want to do?
I want to look for nice, extravagant curtains for my window on the ship. and a nice carpet. Maybe more than one, but I want one for my room, and maybe one to put like at the top of the ship, like where the big steering wheel is.
All right. As the three of you saunter through the hallways and the corridors of the furnishing store, the halfling sees you. She says, welcome to Faerun's Fine Furnishings. You'll find everything you need here. You need rugs, I got them. You need chairs, I got them. You need upholstery, I've got everything you need. You need curtains, I got them all. I got everything. What do you guys need? What do you guys need?
Well, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything? I have a little bit of everything. I can sell you a little bit of everything. All three of you can get every little bit of everything. What do you guys need?
So, first of all, I would like some nice, colorful curtains.
Colorful curtains, yeah. And she's already out of breath. Yeah, just follow me. She's kind of like runs between some aisles, and you follow her, and she leads to a wall that has curtains kind of rolled up on racks, so you can see the different styles, the different colors, and there's colors and patterns galore. It appears that she has everything.
So I want some. I'm just gonna pick one that, like would look like something that I would want most, like something that's like probably pink gold-ish.
All right, so you find some curtains that are pink, like a strong pink, not that hot machine pink, but like that deep pink, and it's trimmed with gold trimmings, and a few kind of gold stars are embedded into the tapestry itself. It's way up high though. It's way at the top, of course, because every customer has to take the stuff at the top. So the halfling.
That one right there is what I'm looking for. How much is it?
She kind of looks up slowly, as if she's looking up at a giant, and says, "Oh boy, okay." She kind of scooches off. A few moments, she comes back, and she's got a rod that she kind of extends and extends and extends, and balancing it so precariously on her little hands, she plucks it from the top and brings it down. She says, "Whew, that was a doozy. How many sheets do you need? How many windows you gotta cover? Are you just covering one window? Because I can give you one for one, but I'll give you a discount if you buy two. If you need to cover all the windows, I can do your whole place."
I can fit this in my bag of holding, right?
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like it's a curtain.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do while we're here, because we're going to our abbey soon, right?
Sure, if you want to.
Cordion, is the plan to go to the abbey like after Irvelon? Yeah, we need to drop off the stuff, right?
Wait, you guys have an abbey?
Yes, we have an abbey. You think we're scrubs?
We're very religious.
I mean, yes, of course. And
Interesting.
right, so we're going there, right? Yeah. Okay. I
Who are
assume
you
that he says
asking?
yes.
I'm just along for the ride.
I know. I'm asking Cordion, but I'm assuming he said yes. So I'll need 2 of those.
2 of them there. Here we go. And she kind of goes, grabs another, plucks another one from the top.
I'm assuming that the window in my future room is pretty big, so it needs to cover that window. But I've never seen my room, but I'm still gonna buy the curtain for it.
She said, all right. I will tell you about it. It's 7 silver pieces for 1 curtain. What are you gonna buy 2? I'll give you a discount. I'll give you 5 silver pieces. That's 10 silver pieces for the 2. You can cover 2 windows. This is gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Tell all your friends. Tell all your friends. Fickles, the Faerun's Fine Furnishings. Here, Neverloon.
I look at Demontail, I'm like, sounds like a good price to me, right?
I kind of wink at her, and then I say, "Excuse me, could I examine those curtains, please?"
She hands them over to you, and you can tell she's like the sweat in her palms is already seeped into the curtains. She's just sweating profusely. It's like she's out of breath already.
Perfect. I'm gonna start sort of like feeling the fabric, kind of slowly, holding it up to my eye. Be like, I'm an expert in fine fabrics, you see, and this is not the nicest that I've seen. In addition to that, I see that there are some sweat stains here that have been left. I think a more fair price for something like this would be 7 silver pieces.
Make a persuasion or deception, because you both lied and tell the truth about the sweat stains.
22.
She says, "I'll be honest, it's not my finest work. I mean, It is of high quality threads. I got that thread in Yartar. You know, have you ever been to Yartar? I don't know if you have, but woo, they got some crazy stuff over there. 7 silver pieces sounds pretty fair. I don't sell very many off the curtains, but you're buying 2, so 7 silver pieces sound great.
Okay.
And I hand the curtains to Zaya.
She kind of just leans up against the shelf and says, "Red one, yeah, you professional of fine threads. Don't suppose you have a drink? I'm about to pass out."
Okay, 7 silver. Now, I'm also looking for a nice carpet that would match the style.
She, without even not even a moment, she immediately speeds off with the expectation that you guys follow her. And you follow her
I follow.
not too far after her, and she comes to a crashing halt into a corner where there are rugs lined up in different sections, different types, dark rugs, bright rugs, fuzzy rugs, not fuzzy rugs, the kind that will just collect dust and make you sneeze, the kind that really feels weird when you touch it with your bare feet, and you're questioning whether or not it's kind of poison you from its prickliness. There are animal rugs.
Oh,
There are rugs with holes in them.
do I want one of those?
There are rugs that you can't really define as rugs. There's more mats. Like, what's the difference between a rug and a mat? I don't know.
I think a rug is bigger. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna get like another color for my hair, so I'm gonna get a blue and gold carpet.
All right, so you find a nice carpet that's blue. It's a little bit fuzzy, and there's kind of intertwining, crossing lines that kind of form diamonds up the middle of it, out of gold stitching. And she offers this to you for 20 silver pieces. It's bigger, so it's much more an expensive piece compared to your curtains.
Do you guys do deliveries?
Absolutely. What do you need me to send this? I can send this to anywhere in Faerun. That's
Okay.
why I'm called Fickle's Fine Faerun Spanish. I don't even know the name of my place.
That's great. Okay, so I'm gonna get a blue and gold carpet for my room on the ship, cause it's kind of like, I don't know, not private.
I have no idea. I've never been to your ship.
Yeah,
But I
I know.
have furnished quite a few ships that come through here. Have you heard of the Great Dame? The Great Dame, the fancy, glorious gambling ship of Yartar. Have you heard of it? I personally furnished that. You know what? Don't even bother. If you've never been there, you know what I'm talking about. But if you ever go there,
Okay.
think of me.
And I'm gonna get a nice black, either like bear carpet or just like furry-ish carpet.
She does have both. She has got a kind of a black bear carpet.
Is it like big?
It's big.
I want one of
Quite
those as
expensive.
well.
She says, "That one's quite expensive. I almost lost my hand taking all that bear. I'm just lying. I didn't really actually fight the bear, but you know what? I lost a few mercenaries to it. No, that's a lie too. It's gonna cost us 2 gold pieces for that rug there."
I look at Wolverbane. I look at Demontail.
She looks at Demontail.
Demontail's eyes have kind of glazed over, and he hasn't been listening to the last 2 minutes of the conversation, and he hears his name and he snaps to it and he says, "What was the name of that ship that you were just talking about?"
Oh, the ship. It's called the Great Dame. Have you heard of it? It's sort of a riverboat. It's not really a ship. It's more of a riverboat. It's more like a casino boat. It travels up and down the relevant river.
On water? On this river?
Absolutely. It usually stations itself in Yartar. It's a beautiful ship. Many floors. I furnished it myself. They commissioned me, and
I'd love to see that.
So what did we say? 2 gold pieces for both carpets?
What? No, that would be 2 gold pieces for the bear one. If you're looking for just a black fuzzy carpet, that'll be we'll say 10 silver pieces. It's not as fancy, but the bear ones, we don't come across it very often.
But what about when we buy 2, you get a deal? I'm confused now.
Make a precision check.
Persuasion? 15.
You know what? I like you because you're halfway like me, and we're both gotta look out for each other. And we're like this. It's so big. We got giants attacking everyone. Everyone's dying. It's crazy. So you know what? I'll give you the bear rug for 2 gold pieces, and the just a black fuzzy one for 5.
Huh?
Silver.
I mean, I was looking for that's like the same price as before.
No, the last time I said it was 2 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces. Now it's 10 2 gold pieces. Now it's 2 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta make a profit.
Okay. Now, I want to get also some nice sheets. I know it's like.
And she directs you to some sheets.
Yeah.
Good quality sheets. You can find again every color under the sun. You
Great.
can find ones that are every color in the sun under the sun in one sheet. Those are not as expensive, kind of similar to your curtains. Be about 3 silver pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna get 2 sets of those as well.
All right.
And I want to look for like some kind of like bench-ish. So I'm looking for something that I can stand on or sit on to be not too far from the steering wheel, although I feel like I've lost my spot behind it.
All right. Yeah, you can find. There are some like those benches. There's a few stools.
How much
Depending
was the sheets?
2 silver each.
Okay.
Depending on how extravagant you want to get between just a simple wooden seating thing with 4 legs versus a well-carved, a well-made piece of furniture. Depends on how you want to go.
I'm looking for something that's kind of like closed on the sides that would like hold well, not something that has just like feet.
Yeah, kind of almost like a wooden ottoman almost.
Yeah, that's right.
She's got a nice one that has engravings on the sides of like tumbling water and fish leaping from it on either side.
How do you think this would look on our wonderful ship beside, that top area where you are, where the thing is, the wheel is?
How do I think it would look?
Can you just there's fish on it, did you say?
Yeah, you can see on the side there's carvings of almost like water rolling, and in between them fish are leaping and swimming, kind of creating the scene of motion.
Ah! It looks so cool!
So I think since it's an airship and not a water ship, maybe we should go for a bird kind of motif. Oh, where am I?
You're wandering the markets. You're in a gutter.
Ah,
Mostly because it's an airship and not a water ship. I think you should go for a bird.
Okay, do you have any other designs? Like something that would be more
So you look,
aerial?
you look through. She's got ones that kind of have these almost armrests that come out, and they're like they're birds with their wings out folded backwards that you rest your arms on. She's got ones that just has kind of almost like carvings of fields with kind of a cloudy skyline,
Ooh.
but nothing
Like-
airship-ish.
Like clouds, and it's like you see it from above and you see like horizon.
It's like the horizon.
I like that one. I think it would look great. What do you guys think?
And it kind of has a sort of a motif of a sunrise or a sunset. It's hard to tell because it's wood. The sun is there, but it's setting or rising, and you swear you see a little body fly through the sky. But it is a sunrise or sunset scene. Kind of the low clouds, and it's really well carved with depth and almost like perceiving depth and layers in the carvings that kind of just gives it life. It's quite nice.
You guys like this one?
I approve.
Yeah, it
looks excellent.
a good seat for
Perfect for an airship.
Yeah. How much is that?
Oh, that'll be 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces.
Five.
Although I bought all that other stuff and maybe more stuff afterwards.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna roll back a little bit to something I said earlier. Us being half, we better look out for each other, right, baby?
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
you're trying to swindle me.
like, do you have like membership cards? Like, if I buy 10 things, then I get a free thing.
She kind of gives you a weird look and says, no?
Oh, that's too bad. I
Do
like
people
those
do that?
things.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, you can start. I can be your first person that you test it out with and see if it's worth it.
This is a chair, right?
It's kind of
Or
like a
man.
2-person bench.
Yeah, like a
I love-
bench. Okay. Is there does the wood go all the way to the ground, or is there an underneath it?
Well, yeah, the sides are closed. close to where the motif is carved into it, but it sits about a couple inches off the ground where the four legs connect to the grounds. There's about a small gap.
Oh, so it's like pretty low though.
Yeah, it's pretty low. It's not like because the panels are pretty much the sides are the artwork piece itself.
Never mind. I don't do anything.
So how
I'm
much?
curious to know what you were gonna do there, was it?
So how much did we say? Like
My little secret.
gold pieces?
Yeah, 5 gold pieces. That'll be fine. Perfectly
5
fine.
gold pieces. That's like more expensive than all the other stuff together that I bought.
And
I'll tell you what,
look,
Zaya.
and
As an
the
expression of good faith and in honor of our new friendship, I will contribute 2 of the gold pieces towards this.
What? But you
beautiful-
said you're so poor. Now I feel bad.
Well, I gained some gold pieces at the bar.
Okay, it's good. Fine, you pay for 2 gold pieces. Also, is there anything? Never mind. It's not actually your Abbey. Courtion, is there anything else we should buy for the Abbey while we're here? Because I'm getting probably stuff delivered, so we might as well get more stuff delivered to our Abbey while we're here. And then, it's going to be so cool. Like, when we get to our Abbey, there's going to be, like, some gifts at the door, but the other guys don't need to know, so it's going to be, like, a surprise and everything.
So at what point are we actually going to, do something about the giant threat? Isn't that what you guys are all about?
Oh, yeah, but we have too much shit on our ship, so we need to go drop some stuff off at our Abbey. So that's what the plan is for now.
Suppose
We have
that
to
makes
keep
sense.
You gotta keep yourself sane in order to save the world, you know? You gotta
Yeah.
somewhere to come back to after this all settles down, you know?
Oh, Courtion, you want one of those big chandeliers so you can pray and have some natural light when it's dark outside?
You know what? I would like that very much. And
Okay!
I think with the giant threat looming, I think that's exactly what we need.
We
No.
also need like a big chandelier that has like 3 pillars, but one bigger. Hopefully that the flame is not spooky.
So she kind of guides you to her lighting section, where there's some kind of standing candelabras and sconces.
We're like in IKEA.
But it's like one of those things, you can't cut across. It's all like one giant path. You can't. It forces you to walk through everything. And then there's
I'm so hungry.
And there's a restaurant at the end. She leads you to some candelabras. You find some nice iron candelabra standing holders.
Are they like magic? Like I can click my fingers and they light up?
No, there doesn't seem to be any magical. It's not a magical place. It's not Merlin's magical goods. But you find some good, some plain ones, or like those really plain churches, or you see some intricate ones where the iron is kind of twisted amongst itself and form kind of points and
Are they shinier?
and kind of embezzled with kind of like leaves to make it look like it's vine.
Oh,
twisted vine.
I pick up that one and I say, hey, what about this one?
It's big, so
I-
you try to pick it up. It's like,
I barely pick it up and I.
you don't even. Well, make a strength check if you want to try to pick it up.
Okay.
It's taller than you. It's made of pure
Oh,
iron.
it's huge.
It's made for like massive flames and candles, and
Yeah. No, I don't think so. What about this one?
the halfling runs over as you're kind of teetering. It almost falls on top of you. She kind of grabs it and puts it upright. She's like, "Oh, little halfling there! Yeah, you gotta get us both killed. But we gotta look out for each other, right? Stop swindling each other. We gotta make sure we all live to see the next day, not get killed by giants. Are you guys interested in this one? I can sell it to you for about 2 gold pieces." And she's just passing out at this point.
Courtion, do you like it? Does it appeal to good prayers?
And I can envision myself praying beneath it. Yeah. I can see it. I can see it.
And as you're doing that, the halfling's just nodding her head with her eyes closed. So you're like, yeah, I see it too. I see it too. So 2 gold pieces? I see 2 gold pieces.
Okay,
All right.
what should we get for a Rogadar now? Should we
What
get
about
him-
what about this? What I've got an idea. Come here, Zach. Demontail, maybe you want to peep in on this. Give us 1 sec, would you? And I want to pull you guys aside.
All right. She kind of just darts off to go do some other work.
What if we're gonna need somebody because I mean we don't even know what this place looks like just yet. But what if we have her come down to our place, to our abbey,
I see where you're going.
check out the place, see how she knows us a little bit.
Oh, I like
Meet the
it.
rest of the guys. Come on
What?
in.
Our old designer. Like she can like fully like make our place look super marvelous, and then we can have people over and yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Is
all
this-
those things.
Is this abbey of yours in Everland?
Yeah, it's right outside by the river.
We're gonna start by lying to him too.
Okay, I mean we can't
This is
walk.
how he died in the first place.
We can't walk there, but you get to drive our ship there. That's great, right? I mean, I don't know how far it is from here, but I know we're on the right path.
Do you think
fairly-
that this?
There.
Do you think this halfling is going to want to leave Everland to come and be your designer?
I mean, let's ask her.
No harm in
Sweet
asking.
dear.
I mean, she has a store here, a business.
Yeah, but she also delivers, so we never know.
Yeah, the
As you-
delivery thing is curious.
As you clap and you call for her, you hear a voice from behind you. Ah, yes! And you turn around, she's standing right behind you guys.
Oh, hello again. I missed you because we have such a good idea.
That's
now.
a strange thing to say. I just left you like 2 minutes ago. I was already here the whole time. What can I do for you?
So-
Do you need anything else?
Yes, listen. Here's the thing. We bought this new house because, you know, we're from like the western side. Actually, I'm from the east, but then I traveled to the west, and now I'm back in the center of Faerun. But really, I have.
That's a lot of details. Let's just get to the point.
Okay. Do you do home designer? Like going to customers' houses?
Well, absolutely.
and-
I just told you. I personally interior decorated the Great
See,
Dane ship.
Demontail?
In your time, I went aboard, took some sketches, took some measurements. I brought some people, and they brought some people. We had a big powwow, and man, it looks great. I got paid quite a bit for that.
So like, will you be able to like deliver some of the stuff that we purchased
Absolutely.
today?
Delivery.
And
I can include the delivery fees into your car. The prices. I'll give you a discount on the delivery fees. If you're placing in Everland, come check it out. You're placing in Everland?
Yeah, and then you come with the stuff, and we just decide.
I don't come with the stuff. I'll get someone else to do it for. I don't personally bring it to you. I'll get someone else to do it for me. Where's your place?
How far are we from our place, Gordian? Like a day?
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
So like if we go
Like
tomorrow,
five.
then the day
The crow
afterwards. we can- So like in 2 days she could come. I mean, she has to get there too.
She whispers to you. Where do you guys live?
We live close to Silvermoon.
Sorry, you live in Silverymoon?
Besides Silverymoon, just like in the suburbs.
You live in the suburbs of Silverymoon? She's still whispering, like making sure no one else hears.
Can I do an insight check? Like, does she think it's weird or does she look impressed?
She looks concerned.
Oh, so what's the problem?
Sorry. You said you want me to go to Silverymoon to check out your place at Silverymoon.
It's
What?
a little outside of Silverymoon. It's not downtown Silverymoon.
There is no inside of Silverymoon. You're either inside Silverymoon or not.
Can you show me the map, DM?
Um,
Are we inside Silverymoon or are we outside Silverymoon?
so the deed was a temple kind of in the vicinity of, like, in Silverymoon.
Okay, so yes, we are in Silverymoon. Is there a problem with that?
Well, it's no problem at all. I mean, it's depending on how much you want to pay, because that's pretty far from here.
But you said you go everywhere in Faerun. I think it's pretty close.
Well,
You go
absolutely. I'll go
everywhere.
wherever you need to be. As long as the coin is good, I'll come to your place.
I mean, if
everywhere.
it's too far for you, I'll just find someone in Silverymoon.
It's not too far. It's depending on how much you want to pay.
How much do you need? What's your cost?
All travel costs to get to Silverymoon. It's about a day's travel, day and a half to get to Silverymoon.
What about if we allow you to travel with us?
I can make my own transportation. I just work better alone, and so I can get to Silverymoon about a day and a half, and then you get to your place, and you give me the address. I'll take some sketches. I'll take some ideas. We need to talk about the concepts afterwards. We can get bounce some ideas off each other. What do you guys need before? What do you guys want? Are you like the dark broody type? Do you have a dark broody type in your party anymore? I don't really know. I can't really tell from the people that you have here, but I can go there and check it out.
I look at Cortian like, should we?
DM, what's the vendor's name again? Do we
You
know?
never asked. You never. Oh, her place is called
Fickles.
Fickles Faerun's Fine Furnishing.
Right. I'm not even gonna try to say her
Sorry,
name.
Fickles
Because
Fine Furnishing of Faerun.
I assume she's Fickle. Fickle, I thought you said you need to stick together. Halflings need to stick together, right? So,
She's like, wait, Fickle, where's Fickle? Did you see Fickle? Where's Fickle? Oh, that's me. Ha!
okay.
My name's actually Brassa. My name is Brassa, but my title's Fickle. They call me Fickle Brassa. It's because I kind of tend to change my interests here and there. That's why I carry everything. I have colors for every occasion, because if I feel like being red today, I'm red today. If I feel like being blue today, I'm blue today. Fickle Brassa. That's your service.
I'm loving the business.
Oh,
I like it.
thank you very much.
Like it a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, you know what? You do my friend Zaya here. You guys got to stick together. Maybe you just travel on our ship for an evening, and you'll be in Silverymoon.
Oh yeah. You kind of see her sweating profusely at the thought of that. She's like,
It's like a little vacation. You don't get to make food. You don't have to do anything. We take care of
Let's stop it right there. I don't do very good on ships. I can't do ships. I can't do water. I can't do air. I don't care what kind of ship you have. If you have a ground ship that walks, I can't. It's a carriage. It's a horse. Or it's on foot. No. I can't do it.
Are you making a Chris Tucker impression? Well, we're trying to make it easier on you, and maybe perhaps
If you want to pay the fee,
lower.
I will travel to Silverymoon to check out your place.
Is
No
there
problem.
any way we can lower the cost and help? Oh! Did the teleportation circle take us to Silverymoon?
They do not. I mean, you do have a piece of paper. You can always double check that. You don't need to ask me.
I mean, okay, I forgot that we had that. I had that. Man, I had all these ideas, but nothing is working.
Fickle, we want to work with you, but if you can't make it, you can't make it. That's all right. We can. I'm sure Silverymoon's got some.
I can make Silverymoon. I don't know why you guys keep saying I can't make Silverymoon. I will travel to Silverymoon.
How
You said it for me.
much?
My fee to come to your place in Silverymoon, come there, scope it out, take some sketches, take some measurements, do the work, kind of come up with concepts, and then, get them all sorted out. It's going to cost you about 10 gold pieces.
Oh.
That's a lot of work.
Do we get like a free item? Like, do we get a welcome home package?
Sure.
At the same
I'll
time?
throw in a free welcome mat.
Sounds good.
So is this, do you want me to do your interior
Yes.
decoration? And when shall I be in Silverymoon?
2 days?
2 days? I can be
Oh,
here.
no, wait a minute.
Hang on, we're gonna talk about that. I think Zaya, maybe
1 day and a half?
I don't know. How long do you think we're gonna be here for? Probably like 3 days. You wanna say
We're
3?
gonna stay in everyone for 3 days?
I don't know. You just never know with how we do our thing.
The stench of death.
Okay,
is
so
in the
should
air.
we tell her to come in
I
5 days?
thought we were heading out
Just
this
to be sure?
afternoon.
There's Demontail, there's gonna be some things that you learn about us. Is that if it's
We never
anything,
go according to
learn.
plan.
if there's anything
walks
you've learned in the
we
last
gotta
20
stay for
minutes,
2
that we don't do
weeks.
anything fast.
Okay, so what about 4 days then? That way,
Here, let's just make it easy. I'll go there in 3 days. I'll wait around for a few days. If you're not there in 2 days, I'm gonna start charging a fee. But you know what?
okay,
I'll be a little
sounds good.
flexible because we're halflings, right? What's your address?
Okay, can I search through my contract that I've signed? I don't even know if I have that. Did I have that?
Pretty sure Lucius had that. Just kidding. Could you imagine?
Did you say?
All this time.
Hilarious.
Like, I feel like I would have it, but I never wrote that down.
I feel like I'm assuming you would have had it.
Right?
So you look at the deed of the place, and it is a location in the north ward of Silverymoon. The North Ward West section. Kind of give it the address. She looks at it. She recognizes the place. She's been to Silverymoon before, and says, "All right, I'll be there in 4 days. If you're not, well, I'll wait for maybe a day, maybe a day and a half. I'm not really sure. I'll see how I feel. But if you're not there, I'll start charging you, charging until you get there." How does that sound?
I
Yeah,
mean,
and,
we'll try to
you-
be there on time.
Feel free to just walk in the front door because there's no lock.
Just make sure you look ahead because I don't know if there's no one really.
All right, so she keeps some paperwork out, kind of a contract of agreement of what you guys discussed.
And I'm gonna take with me like the stuff that I'm planning to put in my ship, in my room on the ship. But the rest of the stuff I'm gonna leave with her so she can take it to Silverymoon.
All right, so she kind of stashes it, and you guys take care of that. Is there anything else to do in that room? To do in that shop?
Demontail, is there anything that you need to get from here?
He shrugs, says, "No, I just joined you guys like last night. I don't."
I mean,
Don't
not
really
for
have any
us.
say.
I mean, you can get as a gift, like a welcome gift, but if you don't want to, it's fine. You can not.
As I said, I'm a little short on money and kind of saving up for a big purchase, if you understand. So, no.
Okay.
All right.
You guys
so
are
you get-
oddly vague about every plan that you have.
It's
I
because the plans are vague.
beginning to wonder if if we're on the right track here.
Oh, we are. We're getting closer every day.
All right.
I'll take
Calm
your
down.
word for it.
So you guys leave the shop. In the
Yes.
meantime, Rogadar, anything else to come up with that you want to do, or are you still?
No. I'm expecting to leave this afternoon anyway, so
Okay.
I'm just
well-
wandering, cruising, see if there's any. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just wandering.
All right. Wolverbane, you're.
Can I? What about the Ottoman? Can I
let's-
get it?
Yeah.
The Ottoman will get to the ship, or we.
Sure.
we
If
take
you guys
it?
wanted something delivered to the ship, she can arrange that.
Okay, I want the Ottoman delivered to the ship.
All right. So, Wolverbane, as you're wandering the marketplace, the bell markets in Everland, what do you want to do?
I'm looking for any kind of magical-looking shop or something that looks like they could do enchantments or maybe carry some interesting magical items.
All right. Make an investigation check. But you know you're fairly you're familiar with the fact that magic items are pretty rare around the world. There's not a lot of places would sell them.
18.
But you do find a small shop. It's not a stall. The stall's kind of too open for the likes of these people. But you find a place called the Golden Seal, and it advertises. It's kind of a weapon shop, weapon armor shop. It carries those kind of adventuring gear. But there's kind of that hint, that kind of sense of possible magical properties to these things, possibly not.
Ooh.
You enter, and it appears to be it's a dwarf with a long kind of sage white beard. He wears gray robes, very simple. He's just tidying up the shop. There are a few weapon racks, swords on the walls, axes, and the likes. A few stands of armor, a few pairs of rings. There's a few goods strewn about. He sees you and strokes his long beard and says, "Ah, a customer. What can I do for you today?"
Hello, sir. I am looking for a little bit of an enhancement to my combat. I have this. I pull out my great sword. It's a little too normal, you know.
Yeah, it looks very simple.
It's a very simple weapon, and it doesn't seem to do a lot of damage to some types of enemies. And I'm hoping that I could get an upgrade.
You want me to enhance the properties of this sword? Give it some more life, some strength. Is that the draft?
Strength. That's my thing exactly.
I can tell. He strokes his beard and examines your great sword. It's a pretty shoddy great sword. It's nothing special. Just very plain.
Very, very plain. Or, so I have. I'm just spitballing here. Either an enhancement to my sword that I have right now, or if you have something that is even better on the shelf up here, that already has enhancement, I would also be equally interested.
He says, the goods I sell here are fairly simple. I do have some magically inclined weapons, but to enhance yours would definitely be at a less of a cost. You see, you already have the weapon. I would simply add the enchantments. If you were to buy one of these from the wall, it could cost you quite a bit.
That's good to know. So, what kind of options do I have for my weapon?
I only deal with basic enchantments. Simple, strengthening enchantments. If you are interested in this sort of thing. Not many people are, so I don't deal with too many magic items. Simply just well-crafted weapons. I'm a smith by trade. And you get the sense that it's just really well-crafted weapons, and he could probably basically +1 your weapon if you want to.
Hmm.
He doesn't really deal or create like highly magical weapons because there really isn't the sort of market for that kind of thing. It's too much work.
I see. Okay. That's a good idea. I think I'll take you up on that. If the cost is reasonable, and I'll also peruse around. I see there's some rings and stuff that might be interesting. But yeah, what would that run me, and how long would it take?
The enchantment doesn't take very long. I could have it ready by the afternoon. The cost itself is quite hefty, but I'm sure someone like you can afford it. He kind of just eyeballs you up and down, your big furry body, strokes his beard and says, to enhance your weapon, a weapon like this costs about 400 gold pieces.
I see. That is very tempting.
Shall I do this for you?
So I'm getting the sense that he's specifically just going to, I don't know, like sharpen it, polish it up,
And add
fix
a little
all the
bit.
things, and
Yeah.
or like, is he making it a magic weapon?
He's making it to a magic item.
He's making it. To a
Yeah,
magic
he's going to enchant it, give it some magical oomph, so that you may slay your enemies with oomph.
Let's put a pin in that, and I'll have a little look at these rings and other items you have. Are they simply just nice looking because they're very beautiful, or do they have any special properties?
The rings are special, of course. Aside from just normal rings, wedding rings and simple bands, I do carry a few nicer and arcane rings. You can see a couple looking interesting looking rings, but there's also a price tag kind of set next to them, and they look quite expensive. You're looking at about maybe looking at 2,500 to 5,000, depending on the ring itself. But there's a collection of rings that he points out that do have magical properties.
2,500 gold to 5,000 gold.
Yeah.
I will seem very interested.
Yeah, it's like, you go to the jewelry shop and they kind of
Yeah.
talk to you and you
Like,
pretend
oh
you're
yeah,
not.
yeah, 13,000 for this nice
And you're
necklace.
just like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm looking for something more expensive. I'll be back later. But they are the ones that are expensive are quite intricate. Gold bands with kind of a fiery design with a red gem in the center of it. You see a ring that has a giant, like a shield, kind of decoration set onto it. One with a polished yellow stone with two hands that grasp it. You see all these sort of different styled rings, but they are quite expensive.
Now, for somebody that likes to get his hands dirty, gets right up into the action. You can tell I don't wear much of anything really. My body is honed, like I'm quite the specimen of. Have you ever heard of the Hero of Phandalin?
He narrows his eyes a bit and says, I have actually. I'm a friend of some citizens of Phandalin. Although I have not heard from them in some time. But I've heard of the. I heard
We might have mutual friends. We should
Ah.
compare our lists sometime.
Do you know any dwarves there?
There were definitely dwarves. If you drop some names, I'm sure I would.
Well, if you knew them, you'd remember their names. They were brothers. They were great.
The Rock Seekers?
Oh, the Rockseekers. Yes, you know them. Yes, Gundren Rockseeker and his brothers.
Oh yes.
What was his brothers' names?
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, I don't think that they are with us anymore.
Kind of just looks at you sideways, says, "Huh."
There was a big problem, which is why they call me the Hero of Phandalin. I saved the day. But
Not
yeah, they had.
well enough, apparently.
Hmm?
Not well enough, apparently.
Sadly, there were lives lost on both sides. But yeah, the town survived with most of its citizens still there. Sadly, the Rock Seekers, I do not think were among them.
Interesting. Well,
Interesting.
thank you for letting me know. I guess that explains why I have not heard from them in some time. Yeah. So. And it just
Oh,
looks like
anyways, I was asking, do any of these rings seem to augment my type of battle mastery?
Are you? He kind of just seems a little bit off now. Are you looking for protection or rings that help you not like to just defeat your enemies, or?
Oh yes, both.
Yes, to both. Well, there is definitely he kind of points to the one with the shield in it. It says, "Well, this here is a ring of protection. It will protect you, of course, your physicality from any harm." He points to a ring it looks like almost like chain links that make a circle with a bright square diamond set into it. And he says, "This ring, if you're really in the thick of it and you need just a little extra time, almost like an extra, how do you young kids say it? An extra dash. This will enhance your ability to do so."
Once?
Yes. Somewhere he kind of he's thumbing through some cards to figure out what exactly it does.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that's the first one, the Ring of Protection. What am I looking at for that?
You look at the price tag and look down, and he kind of just points to it. 3,500.
I see like 35 with my big thumb in the way. I'm like, oh, that's a good, and I kind of move it and I'm like,
Oh.
good, yeah, that's a steal for sure. But I'm feeling good. I've been lifting, picking up heavy things, putting them back down. Let's go back to that sword idea. That
Yes.
seems very, very useful to someone like me.
Very well. Well, I'll begin the enchantment. I can have it ready by this afternoon. If you want to return then, your sword will be ready, imbued with the best arcane magic I can provide. And may you slay your enemies in glorious battle.
Do you only accept gold, or could we do a barter trade for goods of equal value? And I pull out my golden kiwi that is worth 200 gold, and an amber gem and 2 garnet gems that are 50 each. So that's 350. And I offer that 350. I say how much they're worth, and
Make a persuasion check.
15, and that's at the -2.
He says, "I'll be honest. I need some of these. I need these gems for some other work, and it just saves me the hassle of going to town. I hate going into the markets and searching for such things. I will take these. Very well. The golden fruit I can sell, no problem. I can use the gold actually for some incantations of my own, and the gems are in quite good condition.
Excellent. Well met.
Well met.
And I will see you later this afternoon, just before sundown.
Well, this afternoon, late afternoon should be fine. Well before the sun is set.
Oh, I'll be back.
Very well. The name is Chemic.
Chemic. And this is the golden golden seal?
The Golden Seal.
Golden seal.
Sorry, Chemic. Chemic.
You'll have to spell that then. Kamik. Very, very nice to meet you. And I look forward to seeing your craftsmanship and handiwork, and I'm sure that you've made a regular customer out of me.
Very good, and thank you for telling me about my friends. I appreciate it. I'm sad to see that you didn't save them, but that's for another time. And you exit. All right, so the five of you make your way back to the Bell Markets, successful in your ventures of shopping. What do you guys want to do?
I want to go to my ship.
Wait,
Anything else?
do we like run into each other in the
Yeah,
square?
so you find each other within this square, kind of.
Hey guys!
Hey, where'd you
Everybody
wander
else?
off?
I found this nice weaponsmith enchanter place called the Golden Seal. Really nice owner. He's a gem.
Where'd your weapon go?
Good perception there, Rogadar. I am getting my greatsword enhanced. This owner seems to know how to, all that hocus pocus, and yeah, I'll be fighting fit just in a couple hours.
Is it a
That's
golden seal? Like we talking like seal on a book or like
Like,
seal?
Now that you think about it, the side outside was a little bit strange. It didn't have a seal on it, like that kind.
What does it even mean? Oh, what do you guys get?
Oh, I
I
bought.
will not believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I got stuff to furnish my nice bedroom on the ship,
Ooh.
and we got our own home designer
Interior
for our new
decorator?
house. Yeah, we found this girl,
Yeah,
and she's
interior
like super
decorator.
good price, and she's like super like knowledgeable about those kind of things, and she's gonna come meet us in our new Abbey house, and she's gonna help us get all the furniture that we need there because we don't know what's in it. So we have to go there soon. Maybe dust a little bit before she gets there.
Well,
That's
we
exciting.
have bedrolls. Isn't that enough for a house?
No, Rogadar, we're no scrubs like I told Demontails.
I like
So,
bedrolls. They're
we
easy.
need to stick
I mean,
You
you can
just
have a
roll up and put it
bedroom.
away and it's done.
How many rooms is there in our house? I think
But
there
if
were,
you have a bed,
multiple ones
you
there.
don't have to unroll your bedroll to begin with.
Yeah, and it's like more
just
comfortable.
You just keep it in your bag for when you leave.
That's right. And then you can like have
That
a
is a plus, I guess.
you can have a nice shelf where you can like place your nicest peppers and stuff, and you can have like another a cord that hangs from one side to the other of your room, and you can dry them.
You can have a little
Well-
window garden and plant
Yeah.
those pepper seeds.
That's right.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
That's right.
So,
So who's going to the ship?
well, Wolverbane needs to wait a couple hours for his weapon to be ready.
Well, yeah, like as long as we don't leave town, I can come anytime. This Saturday in the afternoons. Like, what's
would like to
everyone's
join you
plans?
when you go to the
Are
store.
we supposed to leave for Silverymoon right away?
Well, we need to leave soon, but
Gonna be 4 days. 4 days?
We gotta leave in 4 days.
no, we have to be there in
4 days.
Oh well, okay. So is anyone tied down here till like tomorrow? Like, why don't we stay till tomorrow? Leave first thing in the morning.
I don't know.
I mean, I figured that you guys would want to be on your way as quickly as possible. You are
We're
fighting
kind of-
a giant threat, no?
Or like as soon as I collect my my sword, we could go right away. I have no reason to stay.
Yeah, so this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
There is also the stop just south of here that we could make.
What stop?
The grandfather tree stop, I believe it was.
No, we have to go to the house first.
Well, if we have
Because-
3 days to get there, it's going to take us 1 day to get to grandfather tree, then 2 days to get there.
Oh, but we have no room on the ship for anything we find
Yeah,
there.
exactly. We need to go drop off some stuff.
No, we've got room for one more thing, I'm sure.
What if it's massive?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
I'll
say
give
we
up my
go to the
dragon bone
Abbey.
for that then.
The dragon mode.
Let's go to the Abbey first.
Because honestly, that's the biggest thing we have on the ship right now.
It is. The giant dragon bone that Drogodar and Oreskis have dug up from the spine of the Thunder Beast is pretty much weighing down the ship.
I feel like it's risky to go to Grandfather 3. We all know that if we go there, we're not gonna be back on time.
If you don't mind, why would we be going to Grandfather Tree?
Oh, that's our next destination to like take care of dragon stuff, and I mean giant stuff, like you call it.
Is there some sort of threat there that we need to address?
Oh no, there's no threat. I mean, there could be some threat. We've had some threats before show up without us expecting it, but we need to get a treasure from there. That will help.
So,
Remember when we were
Treasure.
talking
long story
last night?
short.
There was artifacts. This is one of the artifacts.
long story short, we've spoken to the Allfather, the head of the Giants, and he's requested that we go and collect these ancient giant artifacts that have been lost. And once we have collected them, we'll be able to use them to teleport to, what was the name of that place again, Zaya, where you went that one time?
Maelstrom.
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 And we also had to visit all of the giant strongholds and convince them that they should go there as well. I think that was the plan.
But first, let me see my Abbey.
Yeah, that was generally the plan. That's the gist of it. You got it.
Yeah. More
Sounds
or
like
less.
we have our work cut out
More or
for us
less.
then. We should,
It's all about unity.
See our Abbey, right?
I mean, if we need to drop off some things in order to pick up more things, we
Yeah,
should be on
and
our way as
you
quickly
can-
as possible.
And you can put your nice dragon piece on our land and then carve our address on it. And say, here's Glitterlocks and Co. How do you call it? Like the base operation. Or something.
Yeah, we can
Headquarters.
figure out what to put on later.
I mean, you have a day to figure it out while we
Well,
ship up
it
there.
sounds like we have about 2 hours to kill. What would you guys like to do?
Drink.
I have some stuff to drop off at the ship. I'm kind of carrying a big bag of food around.
It's okay, you can carry it around. If you go like,
He's got quite a bit, he's got a huge sack of goods.
it's okay. Cortion and Demontail can help carry it.
Carry it where? To the ship? Are we going to the
No,
ship?
but I mean, it depends. Like, are we going to get food? Are we going to the ship? Are we going to explore more? Do we need to get something else from here?
I
I
don't
don't.
assume we
think we're
killed
waiting
2
on-
hours, basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go
I
to the
agree.
tavern. See if we can win some money off of some day drunk people.
All right.
Or hungover patrons.
I would enjoy watching that.
I'm in.
All right. All right. So you guys just going to kill some time. So you head over back to the local tavern. It seemed like a good place. Where you met Demontail? Off near one of the parks by the water. You head over there and just kill some time. Rogadar, make a perception check.
Perception.
All right.
Ah, 7. I see nothing.
Crowds are the streets are crowded as the day goes by. The sun does peek through the clouds. The rain kind of impending upon the Everlands, but it doesn't quite get there. You're not really sure if it's gonna piss or not. But you guys make your way back to the tavern and kill the next 2 hours there. 2 hours pass. It's the afternoon.
Do I win any
Yes.
money?
Are you doing a gambling game?
Yeah, I'm
You're
just
gambling.
gonna try to find
Sure.
somebody
Are we
who
at
will
the
play
are we at the
dice with
inn?
me or something.
inn or at the marketplace?
You guys are at the tavern.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just roll let's just do a quick roll, see if you want anything. Yeah, like, are you proficient in dice and all those things? Just
Nope.
give me a nice. Okay. we're gonna roll just give me 3d6, 3d20 rolls.
Oops, I typed 2 instead of 3. 34.
All right. 20, a 8, and a 6. Don't do so well. You win about a third of your games, and lose the other kind of 2/3 of the money. So you actually come out with a little less money. You're down about 5 gold.
5 gold.
Yeah. So I was just rolling d20 the match, and I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19, 11, and 20. So you're a natural 20 beat my 19. So you came out down, feeling a little bit down yourselves. You guys head back to the Bell Market towards the Golden Seal. Wolverbane.
How do I delete items on this?
You have to click the unlock icon at the bottom first.
Cool. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back. Anyone can join me if they want. They had some pretty cool rings and stuff, but
Yeah, I'll join you.
cool.
I like weapon shops. They're
Yeah.
practical items.
No kidding. All right, so this is the Golden Seal. As I was telling you about, the guy's a little dwarf guy named Kemik. He's a pretty cool dude. So feel free to ask him for.
The Hero of Phandalin. You're back.
Oh, you've heard of me.
Oh, did Demontail come?
Yes. Sorry, sir. I'll be with you in just one moment. Turns back to Wolverbane. Your sword is ready. I will stay right here. I'll go retrieve it from the back.
Awesome. And then I say to Demontail, do you remember these Rock Seeker brothers?
Yes.
What happened to them?
Well, they died.
That's what I thought. Okay, good. I wasn't just making it up. I have a really bad memory.
Who are the Rock Seekers?
Wait, did one of them? Okay, so I'm a little mixed up as a player because I also DM'd this game.
Oh.
So, did one of them survive?
No. None of them.
No, they
Yeah.
both did die.
Yeah.
And one of them died to Gundren's throat was just slit from behind you guys.
Yeah.
One of them was a doppelganger.
Oh, I
looking
knew
at the
Gundren.
brothers.
I knew Gundren died.
Yeah.
I
The other
didn't
brother
know
was
that.
dead, and the third one was already.
And I knew we
sacrificed.
found the corpse of the other one in the cave. I just wasn't sure
Yeah.
about the last one.
Yeah. It was they were all dead.
You should tell this guy exactly what happened with them, if you remember. Because I was a little fuzzy on the details, but they're his friends.
Hear that he wants to know the gory details of how his companions died.
Well, maybe not.
Hmm.
At least, well, if you mention that you're friends, you were friends with them, and you know the second one's name. I know there's Gundren, and then was it Thunderin? Lightning?
Something like that.
Okay. Well, I introduced myself to him as the Hero of Phandalin. He gave me a little discount. So if you mention that you were my sidekick in the whole ordeal, you might get some good deals.
Ah, I see. Twisting the truth for your own gain.
Yes,
Yes, I
kind of
I can definitely appreciate that tactic. And
Comes back.
if he could, he's in the back room right now, right?
Yeah, he's in the back room. Yeah.
Oh wait.
He comes out with your great sword, and it almost looks brighter than it was before. From what it was, just kind of a dark metal. The hilt seems to be shiny. The blade seems to glow almost with this shiny silver, and reflects the light, and it beams off it, and it almost like a brand new sword. And it looks sharper than ever before. He carefully hands it to you. Says, "There you go, your sword. Hopefully it serves you well, and it will definitely be stronger next time you're in combat."
It's beautiful.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Oh, well,
Actually-
my friends are looking.
Those rings do look interesting.
Ah, yes, the rings. Good sir, if you're interested, the price tags are there.
No.
I
How about a
say-
trade? Magic item for magic item.
Interesting. What do you have to trade?
I've got a couple different things. So let's start with this one. Perhaps you could incorporate this into some of your future magic items. I pull out the Oil of Slipperiness and a Potion of Poison Resistance.
Oh, I have that too. I would totally trade for a ring if you do that.
All right, just give me 1 second here.
I have potion
So
of
the oil of slipperiness and the what'd you get? What else was there?
Potion of poison resistance.
Alright. He kind of just he has a little notepad and examines the items and jots some notes down. He says, "Okay, very very good."
For that shield ring, what does it do exactly?
The shield ring protects you, your physicality, your body from harm, and essentially, I believe it. Let me just double check, but I believe it gives you a +1 to your AC and saving throws while you're wearing this ring. But he looks at the poison resistance and the oil slipper resistance. Says, the cost of this total would be about 630 gold pieces. The ring is quite significantly more than that. So, unfortunately, do you have any golds to add to this trade? Perhaps.
I do have one more thing. I pull out the tube containing the scroll spell of mirror image.
What level is this mirror image? What scroll level is that?
That's a 2nd level.
All right. Get some quick notes here. He unravels it and looks at it. Being of the arcane nature, proficient in arcane, you can understand what the purpose of this scroll is, and says, this would put it at about roughly about 750 golds book value. You're unfortunately a little short for such a powerful magical ring. Although these are quite interesting pieces, I could certainly the gold value, of course, I could reduce if we were to trade magic for magic, but this still would not.
What would be the gold value?
So of the Ring of Protection,
Yeah.
you're looking at about 3,500 total.
Sorry, not the graded protection. I thought it was 2,500 before.
For the Ring of Protection,
Yeah.
it's 35. Did I say 25?
Maybe it was the other one.
So there was rings that ranged from like 2,500 to 3,500.
Yeah, there was a range of 2,500 to 5,000. There's a range.
So 2,500 is the cheapest one.
Okay. Huh.
If how much would this wooden ring of summoning be worth to you?
He takes it and examines it and says, I've never seen a ring like this before. What is its properties?
There's a magical. I think it's a gnome or a halfling that'll be summoned if you say his name when you're wearing it.
Can you show me?
It's a one-time use.
A one-time use ring. Well, that's certainly
I could tell you the name if you were to purchase it.
interesting. A ring, a one-time use, certainly adds to the pool, but depreciates the value of the ring if it's a one-time use. It's almost like a sort of like a potion, almost. I wouldn't say that it would cost too much. The most I could probably give that to you for is about 150 gold pieces.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
What
I don't have
about
enough on me at this point in time.
what about this amulet of proof?
This amulet of proof against detection.
Yeah.
He narrows his eyes a bit and takes it from you and says, interesting. Holds it up and takes a good look at it and says, I've seen only but one of these before. Which is quite well made. Are you sure you're willing to part with it?
Only for the right price.
That wasn't an artifact, right?
No. Was it?
Okay.
Where did we get it from?
Oh my.
Oh,
You guys are dumb.
I'm not gonna answer that question. He looks
I'm very. I know
Well-
exactly what I remember for Rogan. I don't know anything else.
he says, I can give you 7,500 for this.
What? I take it back.
Wolverine, I think that's a little too
I
valuable.
think yes, I'm thinking that too. I could buy all the rings here. All the rings. But I do have one more thing that I might be able to part with. I take back the amulet of proof, and I hold out these wraps of the Jade Queen. They're
Yes.
magical punchers.
Yeah. He looks at them, examines them, and you kind of explain the properties of this. He says, "Wow, these are quite exquisite enough. I've heard of these sort of things and never really experienced them myself. This sort of thing, I can give you 2,000 for it."
So there's 1,500 left in the cost. Well, Rogadar, if you are willing to trade the rest of that stuff that's worth 1,500, I'll throw in these wraps of the Jade Queen for the deal, and you can have the ring.
Really? Oh, that's very gracious of you, Wolverbane. How much?
Well, one of us may as well have it, right?
Yeah. DM, because I forget the guy's name already. How much did my 3 things come to?
Your 3 things came to 750. We'll say 800. It's fine.
800.
So you have 2,800 of the 3,500 cost.
And I have these 4 gems as well from my travels. Would that cover the difference?
What, are they the gems from your jacket?
3 of them are. One of them was a black gem worth 100 GP.
Okay, so the ones from your cloak, I believe, are also 100 each.
Yep, they are.
Okay, so 400 total. So you're sitting at 2,800. That'll put you at 3,200.
Which is pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. You want to try to swindle him down? A couple hundred golds? Let
Yeah.
me see it.
What am I doing?
Oh, why don't we
Am
just tell
I
him
talking to
that
him?
we're trying to save the world here?
Well, I need a good persuasion before you make a persuasion
Oh,
check.
okay.
I need persuasion.
All right, let me think of this. So I'm sort of like rummaging through. I pull out these 4 gems as well. I heard that you're looking for gems for your items in the future. Now I've got some
Yes.
gems that have stories behind them.
Interesting.
So Nightstone, one of the first places attacked by the giants, I received this black gem, and I placed it on the counter. Lots of good town destruction behind that gem right there. Then I have a magical cloak that produces gems as well. And this cloak has done many things, providing material components for bringing people back to life. And I have these 3 gems that were provided by this cloak.
Strange, but interesting, fascinating. I
So-
always find that gems with a history serve better than just a gem from a mine.
So, with those hand wraps, the 3 different enchanted items, and the 4 gems, that's a good that's a good trade for 1 single ring, right?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, how I wish I had this higher. My rolls have been 7s and 1s this night.
I rolled again against you, just for fun. I rolled a 6.
Wow.
So he narrows his eyes and says, "I'm a dwarf. I can see the value in these stones. These are quite well maintained and quality gemstones. And certainly magic items are worth more than gold, in my opinion." He walks up.
Tell you what, I'll even give you a dragonborn family recipe. Well, a sampling of it, for good faith on top.
His eyes wide and says, "Know what? You have yourself a deal, my friend." And he
Perfect.
retrieves the ring of protection from the case and hands it over to you as you place all the items on the counter. Let's see if I have a picture of it. Oh, I look at that. I do. And this is what it looks like.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fancy.
It says, "It has been great doing business with both of you. I hope you come back again sometime and purchase some more of my goods. Please tell all your friends of the Golden Seal."
So I'm trading the wraps of the Jade Queen, right?
Correct.
Cool.
And for the recipe, I pull a patch of the death pepper stuff.
And it kind of just, and already you can feel your eyes watering in the room. He's like, "Poof, poof."
And I write down the instructions for how to ferment it with wine. And I hand it over to him. Try this and you will not be disappointed. You won't sleep for weeks.
I could get so much done. And he takes it willingly. And so you now are the proud owner of the. You already are unstoppable, but let's make it worse. You have the ring of protection. It requires attunement.
Okay.
And again, you gain a +1 to your bonus AC and saving throws while wearing this ring. Congratulations, Wolverbane.
Thank you, Wolverbane. I will have to find a way to repay you for that someday.
As long as you write that in your will, it goes to me.
Okay, I can do that. Starting a will now.
All right. Okay, so with that, you guys head back outside to your waiting companions who are just perusing the goods. It is the afternoon. The day is yours. Successful day of shopping.
Can we
I
please
show
fly the ship
them.
now?
I start like waving my sword around, and just the sound of it, just cutting through the air, is beautiful.
It's got a nice honed sound to it. Are you guys heading back to your ship?
Yes.
Oh wait,
I mean,
so
I'm ready to go whenever.
I'm giving myself a plus one on that.
Yeah, so it's a +1 to your weapon. So back to what you were before. All right. So you guys head back across the bridge. Back across what is called the Night Bridge, the bridge to the south, heading towards the bridge gate, which is the southern bridge, southern gate. Sorry. Let me just think for this for a second. Well,
Is there something I could have done actually while we were waiting at the tavern?
sure,
Um,
depending.
can I go talk to the bartender?
Okay, so we'll say like while these guys were doing the thing, you know, bartender. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, the first thing I'm gonna ask, and I'll say like it depends on what happens in this first part to decide what I do next. But I'm gonna ask him if he has any knowledge about the Silverwood.
It's all right. So yeah, it's a somewhat older elf-looking gentleman. He says, "Ah, the Silverwood. Yes. What would you like to know?"
I've heard there was some woman that has an estate in the Silverwood.
Quite a few people have estates in the Silverwood and in the High Forest. It's a nice place, especially the Silverwood.
Absolutely. And have you heard of a woman called Thola Fizim that would have an estate in that area?
Unfortunately, I have not. I'm not. I don't leave. I don't enter the Silverwood or get very many customers that do. Such a location is quite secretive to the outside world.
Do you know anyone that visits that area or that could know about what I'm asking?
To be honest, I do not. I deal with a lot of sailors and those that are stopping through on ship. If you're looking for information, the Moongleam Towers is your best bet.
Okay. Do I have time to go there?
Are you guys gonna let her? It's up to you guys. I mean, if you want to spend some more time in Everloons, be my guest.
What is this you want, Zaya?
Well, I want to go ask about a place in Silverwood.
Silverymoon? Silverwood?
Yeah,
Silverwood. What's there?
there's a woman that I need to find that has an estate in that area.
Oh, this
What
is for
for?
you.
Well, because she stole something from me, and I really want that thing back.
Oh. Have you talked to the authorities?
Okay, it's like not my name is not written on it or something. I mean, it's not like that easy to do. I mean, no, I haven't, but I don't think that would solve my problem. Because how would I prove that it's mine over hers? I mean, I need to go find it. I need to go just take it back from her.
Lay the smackdown?
What?
Do you want us to lay the smackdown?
To lay the smack down?
Do you want us to like rough her up a bit?
To ruffle who?
rough her up a bit.
I mean, there's
Well, I need to like know what she does here. Like, I mean, I know she has an estate and that she's a collector. So I'm assuming that part of her collection is what she stole from me, and she's using this as part of her collection.
What was it?
It's part of my book. I never told you about my book.
and she lives
Yeah,
in the woods.
She has some of it. I know that because she took it away from me.
This woman lives in the woods.
She has an estate. She's not like a wood person that lives in the woods. Like, she has an
That's
estate.
even
in the woods.
stranger to have an estate in the woods.
I mean, I wrote it down right here on this little parchment. She has an estate in the woods. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you that she has a house, like a big house, a cottage, a huge cottage.
But you don't know anything
It's
about
over
this
here.
woman other than
I
that she's a
don't. I'm
collector.
trying to ask someone about it
But how do
Well,
you know
like,
as much as you know if you don't know anything about her?
because I've asked other people previously, and
How
I
did
think
she steal? How did she steal this object from you?
because I don't know. I was with my friend. No, actually, my friend wasn't with me at that time. I mean, she was very good at like picking stuff from my pockets, and I realized too late, and she was just
So you've
leaving.
met this woman then.
I didn't actually like speak directly to her, but I
But
saw
you've
her running away, and I lost track of her.
And you found out that she has an estate in the woods.
Yes, she's very recognizable.
What does she look
because
like?
Does she have rainbow hair?
I mean, okay, she's not as recognizable as I am. I'll give you that. But she has a very recognizable look. And here's what I remember. I know that she has thief features. And now that I remember correctly, I know that she's an affiliate
Are
to
you
the
being
Harpers.
are you being racist
Therefore-
right now?
Therefore, I feel like the Harpers in this tower might know her. But I completely forgot about that until now. But now it all makes sense! Also, I know that, like, I was in an inn performing, and I remember seeing her sitting in front of me. But I think she remembered me. Because that was when I was searching for that book. Those were the days where... Anyways, and yeah, but point is,
So what is the object that she took from you?
it's my book that I'm looking for. This book, this bard book that's missing some pages. Oh, wait, you were not there when I was telling the rest of the people. I'm sorry. I'm like just thinking. Anyways, let's go back to how she looks. Okay? So she has like this really deep green cape, and it's trimmed with like this embroidered white lace that has like little diamond shapes, and it's like very like specific. I can draw it for you if you want.
She sounds like some kind of noble. There's 5 of us, one of her. Let's just take back whatever it is she took.
I really want to get it back too. So hey,
let's just go.
Demontail, well, we need to know exactly which house she has. We're not gonna barge in all of the estates in Silverywood.
Well, I mean, how many estates do you think there are in the woods?
I'm assuming multiples.
Maybe
But
it's
anyways,
like a
do
little
you
a
wanna
little
go-
cul-de-sac, and they're like all.
Would you want to go with me to the big tower? Because there are Harpers there. Maybe they know her. I mean,
Be
I'm
like
assuming they
a
would know
gated
her.
community in the woods, and there's
So,
like
is your plan to go to the Harpers and say, hey, there's a woman who looks like this, who lives in the Silvery Woods. What can you tell me
Yes.
about her?
Well, I'm gonna tell her that she's an old friend, you know, and that
An old friend whose name you
want to
Are you
go
gonna dress
visit
up as-
her.
Are you gonna dress up as Zorta again?
No, but maybe when we go to visit Thola, I will have to disguise myself because she kind of know me as Glitterlocks a little. Stupid girl, she followed me and then she stole from me.
I mean, I'll come along just because I want to see how this conversation goes. I think
Yeah, I'm
it'll
cool with
be-
that.
I think it'll be very entertaining.
I'm up for a little bit of adventure.
Okay.
Now that I got my sword.
I understand that it's important to you.
Thanks.
The
I mean, you'll
uh,
see. When it's complete, when the book makes sense, it's gonna be worth it.
What's the book? I remember you telling me at one point.
It's called
Yeah.
The Stench of Death.
Okay.
It's
That's
what
good.
you're always
Fine,
smelling,
alright.
Cortion.
As we walk to the tower, I'll just say again how like this book is like a magic book, but it's unfortunately like missing some pieces, so it's not working for now. But we have to put the pieces back together, and it's like basically like what my whole world is shaped out of is that I really strongly believe that when it's put together, this will change my life because it has a secret power of bards, but no one believes it, and I am here to prove you that it's a real thing.
And I presume Rognar, you go with them too to the Moongloom Tower.
Yeah, I'm going with them.
So you guys head back to the Moongloom. Some of the sun beams through the dark clouds and reflects off the mirror. You can imagine that on a bright sunny day that could be pretty powerful. You head back to the tower. The guards recognize you. It's clear that you have been allowed access to the tower in order to access the teleportation circles. Although you are not Harpers, they recognize you and allow you entrance to the southern tower of the Moongloom.
Can we find the Archmage Crowan?
You ask around, and many of the guards they tell you that you need to make appointments. That the Archmage is very busy. It's not simply just want to just be at someone's beck and call. It's quite important as a leading member of the Harpers.
Yeah, but I mean, we were just here a couple hours ago. He wanted to see us. I'm assuming that he would be okay with us saying hi again.
Sure, make a persuasion check. And you're trying to persuade a high Harper, a ranking member of the Harpers, to send his business and meet with you again. The guards say tell you that you're free to wait in the lobby, and they will certainly give word.
Or perhaps is there another person who we could speak of who requires some information?
They kind of just look around and say, there are many acolytes and scholars here. If you seek knowledge, you may ask them, but you may not enter the high archives. If
Okay.
you want to wait for Master Crowan, you may do so, but we can certainly give word to him that you are here.
Okay, let's go look for one of the associates.
So there are students, scholars, and all amongst the Harpers in this place. You flank down the nearest and most amicable-looking one,
Yes.
a young boy who looks eager to learn. He wears a Harper pin. Those of you that are familiar with the Harpers, or like the ranks of the Harpers, he seems to be of the lowest rank, a watcher.
Well, then, can I find someone that has a slightly higher rank?
Sure, make a perception check.
Zaya, who are you? Like, you're looking for information on the Silverywood area?
Yeah, like I want to know a little more about that estate itself and that person that I'm.
All right, so
looking
you
for.
find someone that has a pin of the bright candle, a higher ranking individual.
Oh, hello. Hi. So, hi, my name is Zaya Wintopple. I met with the Archmage earlier. I seek some knowledge that perhaps you might have and would be willing to share with us.
She looks at you and says, "Are you a Harper?
I mean, we're friends with the Harpers.
What is your rank here?"
I am just a visitor. But a very important visitor that had an appointment with Archmage Crowan earlier and a long discussion with him as well. He even came to get us where we were and got us granted access to this tower with no problem.
She looks at you kind of weird in the collection of all 5 of you and says, "The knowledge of the Harpers is not for the public."
I mean, do
It's
you
not a
know
secret
who we
library.
are? You should know who we are,
You are not Harpers.
but just as important as Harpers.
Very good.
Okay, I want to keep an eye out for somebody who, or can I just like this is a pretty big
Yeah.
tower, right? I'm just
Yes.
gonna wander away from the party
All
for a
right.
while, and I want to basically, I want to keep an eye out for somebody. Do the Harpers wear like uniforms?
Yeah, look, the acolytes here, they kind of wear the similar colors of the Harpers. Yeah, it's they kind of have the same colors and robes. It's somewhat uniform, but it's not really like the uniform. Kind of how like the Xantar all kind of wear black, but it's not really like a uniform black. Just like a
Right.
style choice.
Okay. So they don't have like robes or anything?
Yeah, though many of them do wear robes. They're like the purplish blue robes with white, and have that colors of the Harper symbol.
And each of them has a pin representing their rank?
Yeah, inside this tower, yes.
Okay. I mean, this might come to nothing, but I'm gonna look around for like a closet or a change room or something.
Sure. Make a perception check.
$18.
Yeah, you find it's kind of like the sort of a bathroom, a washroom for those to relieve themselves. Jump. There's a cat! And a Tressum flies by. A flying cat perches itself on Corkion's shoulders. Then you find a sort of a private washroom of sorts.
Okay, I want to I'm looking for a rope.
Oh, okay. Make an investigation check as you search around.
Can I add and say, oh, sorry.
Not so good.
Yeah, they don't get to keep their stuff laying about, their laundry laying about. That's more like probably in the
Like, okay, I don't know how to word this other than like to say, looking around at all of the people in this tower, does it seem like if I could get up my hands on one of their pins, that would be enough to convince them? Or is it clear that there's like other attire that they're used to seeing on Harpers?
Yeah, well, you get a sense that this sort of is a stronghold where generally everyone's kind of wearing Harper clothing. You see the odd Harper kind of agents that passes in and out of the archives, maybe to do a little bit of research as they go on about their missions. There are a collection of a handful of people who are wearing street clothes and not necessarily the Harper clothing. It seems to be like more their traveling agents, their adventuring agents, their undercover agents, just catching some information on the way.
Okay, in that case, I want to I'll walk like looking down at something in my hands, like I don't know, what do I have on me? I don't have parchment. I wish I did. I don't know. I'll fiddle around with like I'll fiddle around with like my bag of ball bearings or whatever. Like I'll just be carrying a pouch in my hand. I'll kind of be looking down and like fiddling with it. And as somebody kind of comes out of the archives, I'm going to intentionally bump into them.
Okay.
And as I bump into them, I'm going to try and steal their pin.
All right. Sleight of hands.
Natural
man.
20.
Whatever. You take the pin. You take all the gold on them. And you steal their virginity somehow. I don't even know.
I just like I bump into them and some of the ball bearings like fall out onto the ground, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
Oh no,
so
no, no!
clumsy.
I apologize. It's not your fault. You can see this person carrying a bunch of books. So I did not see you. I apologize.
And I immediately bend down. I start scooping up like the ball bearings that fell out, and I just let him like pass on.
Yeah, and he gives you a little nod and continues on down.
And
this
then
down the hallway.
as soon as he's out of eyesight, I pin the pin to myself.
All right, stick it on there. And yeah, you are now a roll me a 1d5. See what rank you are. All right, so you're a bright candle. This kind of similar to what Lucius was in the Zentarum, a third rank member.
Okay, I'm going to now. I'm gonna find another person that is wearing the same kind of pin that I'm wearing.
Okay.
Actually, near the archive specifically. Actually,
Okay.
no. I'm gonna try and enter the archive.
Okay. All right. So there's, as you recall, there are some big doors and guards that lead to it, and you recognize that they are they are showing their pins. Make a perception check as you kind of observe other people doing it.
2.
You're kind of you're caught in the moment. You kind of try to follow other people's leads. You see an enter and exit. Are you gonna approach the guards and attempt to go inside?
So like it's just a giant set of doors with like 2
Yeah,
guards or something?
yeah. So it's a giant set of doors with 4 guards at each post, and there's doors on either, like how there's 4 towers. There's 4 entranceways into the center tower, which is essentially the archive, the central chamber, the central towers of archives. So each of the doors you've noticed have at least 4 guards stationed at each one on each floor.
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna, like, as I'm kind of walking through, I just want to like flash my badge, like casually.
Yep. One guard looks at it, nods, and as you kind of walk past them, another one just grabs your shoulder, and excuse me, sir. And he kind of just looks at you, expecting something.
I turn and say, "Yes, can I help you?"
The word, please.
I say, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm actually just a visitor here, and I noticed that one of your members dropped this pin, and he went into this area. Can I just go in and just give it to him?"
Unfortunately, no. If you're just a visitor, no visitors are allowed into the archives. I will take that from you and deliver it to the headmaster of whatever house he belongs to, and we'll take care of it from there. Thank you very much for your
headmaster. Is this like Hogwarts?
You kind of get the sense it's kind of like a schooling. He says, "No, we'll take it from here. Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention."
And then I may as well. I'd be like, actually, maybe there is something you can help me with.
Yes.
A companion of mine is looking for one of your members, who we know of. I hope that she said it was a member. I think it's maybe. Anyways, that's what I heard. And somebody who is stationed, I believe, within Silverywood. Somebody who has an estate there. I was wondering if you knew anything about her. We're looking for her, you see, to give her a gift. She once did my companion a big favor, and we're looking to repay her.
He says, "I'm not too familiar with the agents outside of this tower, but I'm sure we can make a perception check.
16.
I'm sure we can certainly have someone look into that for you, and perhaps put you in contact with them." He kind of motions to one of an acolyte leaving the archives and says, do you mind helping this fine gentleman? He found one of our pins and gracefully returned it to one of us, and if you could just maybe assist them a little bit, if that would be great." the accolade a young boy as well. He just says, "Oh, yes, sure. What can I assist you with, good tiefling?"
I give the same spiel.
Yes, spiel. Says, yes. Do you know the name by the agent, perhaps?
Unfortunately, we do not. You see, my friend, she is a traveling bard, and apparently this agent of yours did a great service for her, but did not leave her name. That is part of why we're seeking the information.
Is your friend here, perchance? Maybe perhaps she can give me a description, a visual. I mean, we usually keep very well documented descriptions and pictures of all our agents in the archives.
I say, I recall something about a green cloak and a headband. Will you be here for a few minutes if I were to go and fetch her?
He looks at the guard. The guard just kind of nods. He's like, yeah, I can spare a few moments.
I'll be right back. And I go, and like, is Zaya still trying to talk to this other guy?
The last thing I said that you hear is, today, power is gained by sharing knowledge, not hoarding it. I thought you Harpers were all about that.
I say, Zaya, would you come with me for a moment?
I'm kind of in the middle of a discussion. I'm trying to get information here.
I think that it might benefit you to come with me.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry for bothering you, but I gotta head out.
The guards look at each other and very well.
And then I bring her around to the other guard, and I say, Zaya, I was just explaining to this acolyte here about the huge favor that you wanted to repay to one of their agents. Yes.
Do you know her?
He asked for a physical description. I was a little bit fuzzy on the details, so I brought you here to give him those.
Oh yeah, of course. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm looking for a woman who has an estate in the Silverywood. Her name is Thola Physic.
All right, so you kind of go through the details, her name, kind of things. And he says, "Oh yes, I can certainly look at. If you just bear me one moment, I can take a look at our agents in the Silverwood and perhaps find her location. If you just want to wait for a moment."
Sure, no problem. Thanks,
You guys hang around for a bit, watching the traffic flow here and there. About 10 minutes pass, and the young boy returns. He doesn't have the original documents with him. He has written some information on parchments. He looks a little concerned. He's got a look on his face that spells, says success, but maybe not the success he was looking for. But he does a piece of parchment. He says, sorry, sorry it took so long. Just quite a few books in the archive. This is all I could find on the Madame Tholza.
Thola Physic? Yeah.
It's not much, but I hope it helps. Sorry, I need to get going. And he scoots off.
Thanks so much. That's way more than I expected. What do I get?
So he scribbled a couple notes down on his on the parchment. And basically, from reading it, it's quite clear that she was an agent of the Harpers.
Oh!
That she has been dishonorably discharged from the Harper organization, and they do kind of keep tabs on her, but she's no longer part of the Harper agents. She had kind of utilized the Harper's resources on a mission of gathering intel, but kind of used it to her advantage and basically turned a profit off of the mission she was doing, and was a little dishonest in her reports. Would basically get away with theft.
Demontail, this proves how bad she was, and she stole from me.
Well,
yes, basically she would steal artifacts, goods, and treasures from. Basically, she was a thief under the guise of the Harpers. You get the last information you have that she does have an estate. Kind of what you've learned from the Barge right in, similar to that, same information. She has an estate called the Emerald Estate.
The Emerald State?
The Emerald Estate.
Oh yeah, I kind of knew that already.
You already know this information. It's by a lake, a green lake, within the Silverwood. And that
I'm kind of hoping to I kind of want to know if she seems to be spending a lot of time there. Is there a lot of people living with her? Is it well guarded? That
Yeah,
kind of
so
information.
the details of her estate are kind of vague, but it's quite clear. She has a large garrison of guards that's stationed there, and there's a lot of activity that goes on there. A lot of upper rich folk, nobles, never any shady-looking people. There's always nobles entering. And from what you had gathered from the bird raid, she does host quite highly and expensive auctions where she auctions off the goods that she thieves. And she's a sort of a master thief and sells these goods to nobles and holds these auctions quite regularly whenever she basically goes out, comes back, sells it, and she hosts these.
Is there like?
There's no reports of anyone actually getting inside to witness any of these auctions.
Oh, so
Her-
there's no like frequency of these auctions happening or something like that.
From the reports, she holds them maybe once or twice a month. Not really on a particular day, but the days that it does happen, there's a lot of activity. The days that it's not happening, there's a lot of guard presence. You get the sense that she's probably not home, and the place is on a complete lockdown.
So who's around while I'm reading this?
I'm reading over your shoulder the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to hide it at all.
I
But
say,
there's a picture of her as well?
Yeah, there's a picture.
I
of
want to
her.
make sure I want to show everyone the picture, so I want everyone to know what she looks like.
so we go back to everyone.
Yeah. I'm like, see, this is her. Look, guys, she was discharged from the Harpers because she was so bad. And she stole from me. Did I say that actually already? I mean, she took something away from me without my permission.
Sounds
and
like
Courtion did that too, but I mean, I forgive you, Courtion, but don't ever do that again.
sounds
One-time thing, maybe.
Sounds like the way in here is clear. We simply need to get into one of the auctions that she holds twice a month.
Yeah, and you know what? This also makes me think that we need to get you guys new clothes. I mean, I think Demontail, you're fine. Am I wrong? I'm right?
I would say that I am more than fine.
Yeah, and I'm good too because I'm gonna play out LOD, my other disguise. So I'm good. But Courtion, you definitely need clothes. Wolverbane, you're either not coming or you definitely need clothes.
What's wrong with my clothes or lack thereof?
Or I can polymorph you if we go in.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, let's do that. What about you, Rogadar? Are you gonna find some clothes here?
I could pose as a guard, no? I mean, I kind of look like a guard.
Yeah, but we don't know
If
the
you're
ones
all like
there.
high nobility stuff, wouldn't you have a personal guard traveling with you?
Okay, yeah, that's a good, yeah, I agree. So only Courtion needs new clothes.
You folks mentioned that the abbey that you have a hold of is in the town of Silverymoon.
Yeah, I know. I think it's kind of weird that it's so close to her, but
Well, I mean, it works out well, though. If we head in that direction now to drop off these artifacts, and perhaps we can ask some of the nobles about any information they might have about the auction. They
yeah.
might be able to give us a way in.
I'm going to add a quick additional notes to the information, some additional intel that they have. He scribbled all kind of the intel that they observed of the estate. The guards are not of any particular race or gender. They seem to be more of high-paid mercenaries. There has been witnesses of they've scouted the place during an auction. There has been witnesses of individuals attempting to enter under the guise of magical, arcane assistance, such as this guy itself, that have been warded.
Oh, I'm not gonna use this guy's logo, but thanks.
I'm not telling.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
I'm just.
Sorry, sorry.
If you wanted to use it, I'm
Okay.
telling you, they observed the sky self being warded off.
But
and
perhaps
given-
polymorphing Wolverbane
Yeah.
would be a poor choice.
And there obviously there seems to be a lot of countermeasures and precautions taken into the individuals, and each individual had to present some sort of not a ticket, but almost a pass
Oh, we
that
need
is
to get one
required
of
to
those.
enter.
We need to find a place to get those. I guess Silverymoon is more likely to have something for us.
Is
You know what-
Silverymoon? Do we know that Silverymoon is like a bigger town than Everlund, or is it smaller?
Silvermoon is bigger. Yes,
Oh,
it's much bigger.
Then yeah, I say we simply ask around the nobility of Silverymoon, and see first if there's a legitimate way we might be able to get into the auction,
yeah.
because that saves
It
us a
would be
whole lot of
best.
trouble. And then we can enact our revenge once we're inside, through one means or another.
I agree. I like that plan. But we do need to get Carthion some clothes to get in. And Wolverbane now.
Well, why don't we sail to Silverymoon immediately, and then we can shop around for him there.
Yeah.
Bigger city, better stores.
Yeah.
Better clothes.
Yes. For sure. Okay.
All right. So is that the plan? You guys leave Moon Gleam, head
Yeah.
back outside, and then notice it's starting to rain a little bit now.
Hmm.
Are you guys heading back to the ship?
Yeah.
All right.
Guards,
You
had
sure? There's
the
nothing
guards had
left.
better still be there guarding the ship.
Yeah. Well, not there yet, but are you sure there's nothing left else you want to do in Everlund before we leave?
Like, is there? Are we forgetting
No,
something?
He's hinting at something.
No.
Should we look for a job postings board
There's
along the way?
always because there's always something.
I look for gear. I look for legendary loot everywhere.
Yeah. You take a shovel and start digging in the ground.
I will not leave this town until I have searched every nook and cranny for treasure.
All right, start from
You
I
know
want
what?
to find
Someone has
every
to get arrested.
every
Someone's been
copper
arrested.
discarded in an alleyway must make its way into my pocket.
Don't make me make you guys stay here.
Someone should get arrested.
To
Someone
the
should
ship.
try and get arrested.
I mean, we did before, no?
All right, I'm gonna make you guys stay here.
So we cross the bridge. What happens?
All right. So you head back to the ship.
Mhm.
And you see the guards are still posted there. The guards that have been left there.
I
Different guards.
give them all a silver. I feel generous today.
They decline your silver.
Okay, I give them all 2 silver.
It is different guards than what we're posted. They seem to have done like a kind of a post swap from the morning, but they decline gracefully your offer of money.
I put it in their pocket.
All right, they just shrug it. Thank you, and
I am 6 gold.
head back
6
towards
silver.
Everland, leaving you guys with your ship.
All right. And I'm gonna go to my room and start decorating everything.
Once again, Demontail goes immediately to the steering wheel and lovingly embraces it.
Oh, is my Ottoman here?
Yeah, when the guards say, "Oh, sorry, miss. There was a delivery we put on top deck for you from someone named Fickle."
Yes, that was for me indeed. Thanks.
Okay, it's up there for you.
Thanks.
And they leave.
So it's like placed somewhere that I
It's
wanted it, right?
No, they didn't know where he wanted it, so they put it on the deck.
Like where the Wolverine
Just,
was
just
with...
right on the middle of the deck. Where Cort's
Hey,
on it.
Wolverine! Psst, you need to bring the Ottoman closer to Demontail.
What,
Like
is he,
here.
he can't fly and sit at the same time.
No, not for him. It's for me. Because I need to assist him.
You need to. Okay. I'll put it wherever you want.
Okay. So put it like a little bit ankle, like a little behind, a little to the side there.
Okay.
Thanks!
You're basically
All
going
right.
to observe my work.
Yeah, because last time we lost someone and then we couldn't fly the ship. So this time there's 2 of us that are going to be able to fly the ship.
I assure you, I'm well equipped to steer a ship such as this. I mean, it's like half the size of the one I sailed on for most of my life.
Is that true? Is it a
Who are you whispering to?
inside check? Yes, it's so true. Wow, you're so talented. I can't believe you flew on a ship twice this big.
All right, so you guys taking
Are
off?
we ready to take off then?
Yeah.
So everyone taking their positions. Demontail at the helm. Very familiar with this. You see, he already has a sort of air of professionalism to it. He grasps those wheel spokes like he's. You know,
I start shouting phrases that like as a joke that don't make any sense, like hoist the mainsail, like swab the poop deck, like it just like kind of
swabbing.
Just laugh as everybody looks up at me and has no idea what I'm saying.
Alright.
I whisper over to Wolverbane. Does he actually know what he's doing, or is he just making this all up?
Oh, I've never seen him on a boat before. He always just told me he used to be a sailor.
I see them whispering, and I'm like, I'm just messing with you. Somebody get that elemental heated up.
Alright, so you guys taking your places on the ship. Who's taking the elemental again?
I got it still.
Alright. And Courtier and Wolverbane, you guys are gonna watch out the sides and guide your good old Demontail. Alright.
Better believe it.
So the ship is kind of still in
I'm
the...
so useless. I'm just gonna sit and relax.
That's why she got that. She's
So the ship is still sort of propped to the side as it fell into a ditch as you guys landed it earlier, a few days ago. Ready to go, you guys. Begin your journey upwards and forwards towards Silverymoon. Alright, so with Demontail at the helm, Rogadar, you begin to pump that elemental and prepare all the levers and depending on how you want to say it, and get the balloon sorted out and ready to go.
As the ship sort of begins rising, you see like a transformation in Demontail. Like he goes from sort of like haha, like laughing, like smiling or whatever, to like just the absolute image of like professionalism. And you see like an intense focus in his face as he like manages to sort of like straighten the ship out from its like awkward angle, and like
Aww.
he goes into like full on like I know what I'm doing mode.
It's kind of like what I was doing before.
But
I was almost as good, Demontail.
Demontail knows what he's doing, but does the rest of the crew know? Rogadar, can you give me an intelligence check real quick?
Yeah.
And same with you, Wolverbane and Corsian.
You know,
You got it.
12. It's above a 10. That's got to count for something.
It's gotta come for something. And Corsian.
Give me my survival check. Give it to me.
It's a violence check! The airship begins to lift, and yeah, he's loose. Damn it. Demontail corrects the airship, getting it level. Although the balloon is kind of bobbing and swaying a bit, you manage to hold it still. And you begin to kind of drive it. The lift is a little slow, so you try to get it through the fields that you've crash landed in, avoiding any livestock and fences. Relying on your crew to assist you. Make a perception check, Demontail. See if those two are something.
9.
I mean, can I do one too since I'm sitting right next to him? Or no?
Are you observing Demontail, or are you observing the area to help him out?
I think we lifted the ground, right?
You're like taking off. So at this point, are you watching Demontail in his actions or how he's doing things, or are you actually physically helping spot for the ship?
I think I would be looking outwards.
So you're calling out, you're assisting Wolverbane Courtier and assisting in.
Yeah, like I'm kind of like I'm not like there to observe Demontail. I'm there to like assist Demontail.
All right, so make an intelligence roll, as it is one of the rules.
Oh, shoot.
So Demontail, you're relying on your companions, but flying a airship is different from. You're kind of not only are you working with your regular planes of X and Z. Why plane? It's different. It's strange, and it takes you a moment to kind of adjust and realize you're working with upward lift, and so it kind of throws you off for a moment. You guys snag a few cattle. You hear kind of sour, painful moos. Whoa! As you bounce off, and you kind of bring the ship down a little bit down. It skids off its skis. But Zaya points out a cluster of trees off to the starboard side, to your right, and quickly adjust. And you guys soar into the sky, only taking a little bit of taking the damage of smashing into a bunch of cattle. Does harm the ship just a tiny bit. You hear a little crack, but it's nothing significant. And you guys are off.
And the ship looked pretty beat up, right?
Well, let me get you that real quick here. So,
and the ship falls apart after hitting a few cows.
Yeah.
No.
Completely collapses. I wrote the HP down somewhere. Where did I put it? I'm gonna find it for you. So let me just bring it to the map here real quick.
I love this music.
Thanks.
Reminds me of Kirby. What is it? Where does it come from?
I don't know. I just
Oh.
grabbed it. All right. Let me see if I can find this real quick here. What? You guys sail on northwards. The sky glooming behind you, but it's sunny ahead of you as you sail now into in the impending evening. You can see to the west the silvery wood that backs now with Evermore's backing into it behind it. The Evermore's are gloomy and misty, and it's hard to see through. You see hills popping out of them, and you see a couple of odd-shaped looking clouds. They're very dense, and they flow quite rapidly around the Evermore's. It seems to be kind of a lot of weather going on there. To the west, to the east, you see the Nether Mountains shooting up between Silverymoon and Everlands, and you kind of soar over the Nether Mountains for a bit. And anything else you guys want to do on the ship while you guys are soaring gloriously across the sky?
So once we kind of get in the air and it's stable, I turn to Zaya and I say, would you like to steer for a while? Should be pretty straightforward at this point.
I mean, I really want to say yes, but I really need to go work on my bedroom.
All right.
But
I take out.
I'll be back after.
Is there like a compass on the?
Yeah,
Near the
there's some
steering wheel,
tools
I
that
assume.
Nisroth and Belsa can use. There's a bunch of tools. Got a
Yeah.
sextant.
I kind of make sure that everything is that we're on the right course.
Yeah.
I kind of peer around the ship, make sure that we're high enough, we're not in danger of hitting anything.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna take my rapier, and I'm gonna basically through the spokes and the steering wheel, I'm just gonna stab it down to fix it in place.
All right.
And
Done this
then
before.
Sorry?
You've done this many times before.
Yeah, and then I'm going to as we're on this journey, I'm going to try to find places in the ship that are repairable from the inside.
All right.
And I'm basically going to try, so I have a crowbar and a hammer. So I'm going to try to basically do some repairs where I can. And I'll periodically go check the compass, make sure we're still on course. And then go and
Sure. What are you repaying with? What kind of materials? You just cracking open some crates and using their wood to
Yeah,
control?
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna sort of just find any scrap wood on board and see if I find holes or places that look structurally unsound.
All
And
right,
I'll
so just for meta purposes, the ship itself has an HP value of 250. The balloon has a HP of 50. So Uganda has taken the housing of the ship. It has taken some damage. You're at 39 points of damage of 250. So it's still flying pretty solid. It's not significantly poor.
is the balloon damaged at all?
No, you didn't take any hits to the balloon. It's all structural damage, luckily.
Well, just for sake of it.
And just for the sake of mechanic-wise, to repair the ship, it costs for 1 HP, it costs 20 gold pieces. It's quite a significant cost to repair a ship. So that's just kind of the value. So any repairs you could do yourself certainly can definitely help.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to do some repairs myself.
All right, make an intelligence check as you're kind of wandering around the ship in between flying. Is it?
And I'll assist him. I assume he'd ask for help if he needs it.
Did he ask for help? Or you just assuming
I
he's
mean,
check-
if I needed muscle, I would ask him for help.
Sure.
But in
Okay.
terms of the knowledge, I'd be oh yeah, I know what I'm doing.
All right. So we'll say that over the course of, over the course of your journey to Silverymoon, you definitely patch up some of the holes, some of the obvious cracks. It's not the best, but it works.
Well,
It'll
it'll
hold the planks.
hold.
It'll hold the planks together. It won't split in half. So you repaired a little bit of the damage.
I'm kind of satisfied. I'll make my way back up and continue steering. Blissful
Alright.
expression upon my face.
Anything else they want us to do, or should we continue forward?
Yeah.
No, just enjoying the view.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna work on my room and set it up, but I'm not gonna elaborate on that. But I definitely want to take also, like, when that's done, I want to take some time and do a short rest with the Horn of Lord Vale.
Okay. Well, it's going to be nighttime, so we'll say for the purpose of the story that's you land the ship. Well, we'll get to that in moments, but okay. So you take some time, Zai, in your fancy little room.
Yeah, it's all fancied up now.
The horn that you picked up from Lord Vale. This stench of death upon it, and thoughts of Lucius behind it. Again, the horn is quite twisted. It's black. It's quite large, and it almost looks like it's charred bone twisted against one another, forming this horn that's hollowed out like very, very roughly. It smells like decaying
Ugh.
flesh. It's not pleasant at all. Spend some time to observe it. Oh, by the way, working on that. Ring of Protection is attunement. I don't know if I mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. You discover that you have the Horn of the Eternal Hunt. That's once per 7 days. This black and brittle-looking horn, when blown, will summon the 5 Hunlords.
What?
Oh, what?
They will charge into combat in their ethereal form and fight alongside you for a short period of time. They'll come basically they'll enter and like their hunting charge and drive through your opponents. However, the horn is quite brittle and old and twisted. It feels delicate almost, and you get this kind of uneasy feeling when you kind of bring it up to your lips.
Like it's fragile?
It feels quite fragile.
Okay.
All right.
Should summon them and
Can I-
fight them again.
I'm gonna go to Demontail and be like, hey, Demontail, do you have like that spell that cleans up stuff?
No?
Ah, that was Lucius.
We needed a janitor.
Ah, your previous traveling companion.
Yeah, I think he could clean stuff up. I
He
think
was
he did
a-
that.
He was a spellcaster, was he?
You're not?
Well, most tieflings can cast a thing or two, but it's not my specialty by any stretch.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll keep this dirty old horn then.
I mean,
Alright,
you could take a cloth and wet it, and
But
then
it's
perhaps
fragile.
wipe
I
it
don't want to
down.
break it.
Well, I mean, be gentle with it.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Sounds fun.
I like that you explained that like she's never cleaned anything.
Well, from Demontail's perspective, he's confused as to why he needs a spell to clean a small object.
It's safety measures, okay? Yeah.
All right. So just to sort of fast track the flight, we'll say that you land for the night, of course. Unless you want to sail on through the night, it's up to you. If you guys want to do a quick land and take off. Is that
So
okay?
is
with you?
the ship is propelled forward by an air elemental beneath,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And how is that controlled?
There are levers. Likewise, where you steer, there are levers that kind of go down into the ship and control the pitch of the angle of the.
Okay, I'm gonna explain to the party about drift and how if you want to set the ship, if you want the ship to stop in a certain location, you have to slow down way ahead of time because the ship will continue to drift, blah blah blah. And I'm basically trying to impart some of my sailing knowledge into them
All right. And
as we land for the night.
All right. As you guys try to learn from good old Lucian.
Don't you dare.
Demontail.
Okay, just a side note. I think maybe Demontail should change the name on Roll20 because maybe that's why you get confused.
I need you guys to make intelligence checks as you try to take this knowledge in.
Nope.
No.
I'm distracted by my new shiny ring.
I'm like, I knew already. You're not teaching me anything.
Hey, not bad for me.
Yeah. Cortez wasn't even there. He wasn't paying attention. Doesn't give a shit. All right. So are you guys gonna land for the night then?
He was never a school learner.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Just make me a quick intelligence check for 4 of you that are helping Lucius land.
Ah, there we go.
Lands.
19 for landing.
Lessons are paying off.
Cortez.
Except
Yeah, so-
Cortez, who wasn't listening.
Yeah. But then again, what else was? You guys come down. This is the best landing you've ever had so far without your crew. You
Woohoo!
landed it pretty well. But as yourselves, it comes down a little rough on the skis and it drives forward. But Demontail managed to kind of keep it in place. You guys landed in the hills. It's a solid landing, and it
Maybe
doesn't seem to take any structural damage.
maybe Cortian needs a little personal tutoring.
You ask me any leaf, any plant in this forest, and I can point it out to you, but you
Make
probably
a survival
I
check.
don't know what I'm doing.
We don't care about those, Cortion. We don't need that. You need to feel the air like this. And I lick my finger and I put my finger up and say,
You're a landlubber, are you, Cortion?
Let's just say my legs are made for walking, not for flying.
Your boots? Were your boots made for walking?
All right, just for purpose of the story, let's assume that you guys went to bed. Unless it's absolutely something you guys want to do, and take off the next morning into a bright, perfectly naturally 20 day. The sun is bright and high. The clouds are nowhere to be seen in a breaking
Beautiful
sky.
day for sailing.
An absolute beautiful day, and the wind is just perfect. And the wind's coming up from the south to just give it a little extra oomph for the morning. I need everyone to roll their intelligence checks as they take off.
okay, take off. I forgot overnight.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
You're
You're just too groggy.
yeah.
Haven't
too
had
early in the
breakfast yet. In a rush.
Yeah.
Too early, too sunny.
Yeah, that sunset's
Rognar,
dying out for some breakfast beer.
Rognar Wolverbane, is that yours? Did you guys?
Mine was
Yeah,
11.
11.
Oh, no, sorry. Okay. Yeah, but the help of Demontail and a great wind and sunny weather, you guys take off on a hitch, sailing the last little leg of towards Silverymoon over the Nether Mountains. So it's late morning, approaching the noon, when you see, kind of just off in the distance, nestled there near the Silverwood and the moon and the Nether Mountains, the city of Silvermoon.
I want to keep my eye out and I want to look for my Abby.
I also want to look for the Abbey. Something's got to look like the Abbey.
Silverymoon ho!
I can't believe we're here. I almost shed a tear.
So as you guys crest over the last portion of the Nether Mountains, coming in from the southeast of Silverymoon, you can see Silvermoon off to the distance. This is what you see. A city that's similar to Everland's. Sorry, one sec. Here it goes. Oh, there we go. Similar to Everland's,
Oh, wow.
where the Rauvin River kind of cuts through the city. Again, much like it does in Everland's. You see two distinct sections, a north section, a north ward, which you recognize to be where your abbey would be, and a southern ward. You bring the airship down closer towards the city, and those of you who are proficient in history, roll me a history check.
Great.
What else? Just
No one else is proficient in history?
No.
Nope.
Boring.
as being a bard, you've heard tales of Silverymoon. They call it the Gem of the North for a reason. It's quite obvious as you guys approach that the city is very well maintained. It's a beautiful looking city. It's full of gardens and parks, winding cobblestone roads of colored stone. The houses are made of solid brick and pitched roofs, and banners fly from them all. You get the sense it's very tranquil here. Zaya, you're, aside from just the major feature here, and you know as a bard, you've heard tales and perhaps sung about it before, the infamous Moon Bridge that spans from the north to the south ward. As you guys get a little closer towards, you kind of see it off in the distance. It looks something like this.
Ooh.
The Moon Bridge being a bridge of arcane power. It's almost invisible during the day, but when the sun sets and the moon comes up, it almost seems to glow. It's a bridge that can retract and allow ships to go past it, but it's super extra strong. You've heard tales of dragons sitting on this bridge, and it did not wane in structural integrity. You guys bringing the ship towards Silverymoon. Sort of the map you kind of see here. It's what Silverymoon looks like. There's a north ward and a south ward. And it's kind of the big chunk of the north ward, the big empty area, is a large market, similar to the Bell Market you just were in Everland a couple days ago. Where do you want to land your ship?
I mean, is our abbey inside the city?
Looking at your deed, you get the sense that it is. That it's in the north. It says North Ward.
But we have like a big land, right? So we can land a ship on our land.
You
Not
can
if it's a
definitely
city.
try landing into the city if you want to.
No, I don't think we should land in.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bad first impression to land in the city.
Okay.
Probably
And,
probably need like permits and like it probably takes months to get all that stuff.
like we need to like make a little land where it's like straight and has some like tiles on top to like have an area designed to land our ship on.
Maybe the roof of our abbey is flat and has a big space so we can eventually do that, but we don't know this time.
Right. Okay. So, like, can I spot if the abbey is more to the east, west, or like which entrance would be closer to where
Well,
we wanna
for the
go?
deed, it says the west,
Oh, okay.
like the west. It's in the west sector of the North Ward.
Okay. So let's park to the west then.
Yeah, outside that west gate that's there,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
northwest.
All right.
right where the compass is basically.
All right. Make me a one final landing check. As
Oh,
you guys
man.
finally land. in
Intelligence?
Silverymoon. Yeah. Intelligence.
9.
Demontail's like barking orders to them, shaking his head as
Stop talking!
they
You're
like.
talking too much. We're getting confused.
He seems to be working for Cordion.
Yeah, Cordion needs that extra oomph.
He needs a little extra guidance.
All right, you bring the ship down to the northwest of Silverymoon. A little bumpy, but you guys getting better. You guys getting better. Not bad, not bad. And you are in Silverymoon. You can see the tall walls. Sorry, one sec.
It's
Well,
been-
let's would you want to just go find our abbey and sleep there for the night?
I mean, we should definitely go and see what it looks like.
Sure. If as long as the roof's not leaking or anything, we could probably stay there.
Yeah.
I just want to say that was the best couple of nights I've had since as long as I can remember. Since I was
That's so sweet.
since I was last sailing on the Sword Coast.
That's because we were with you, right? It's all about the people that surrounds you. I know.
Starting to feel like a family.
I just don't say anything. Say, well, should we head into town? I'm
I mean,
curious
it's-
to see this abbey of yours.
Let's go.
All right. So you disembark into sunny, late morning towards Silverymoon. And as you again enter the city, it's quite clear why they call it the Gem of the North. You see, it's quite a tranquil city with large trees and gardens that kind of live in harmony with the city. They're built in tandem with the city. You see some large trees that seem to even have homes inside of them, built into the trunks. You get this sense of a lot of arcane magic has been used to decorate the city. Floating lamps and orbs that light pathways are all lining the walkways that curve and sway up and down the hills. Bridges span over other walkways that have cascading vines of flowers and other greenery. You pass various temples and shrines, statues, and other breathtaking buildings. The smell of fresh green plants it hits your nose. It's like you're walking to a flower perfume shop. And you notice that there are many guards around Silverymoon. They all wear very silver polished armor. It's almost white, with helmets that shoot upwards, and their helmets are made of sort of two crescent horns that come up the side and don't quite touch. They get really close, but kind of form almost like a circle, but with a break in the middle, forming a sort of almost moon outline with two crescents. They greet you gently, and they carry large glaives. And you've entered Silverymoon. So I think that's where we'll end for the night.
Ooh,
Where you guys get to your little abbey.
beautiful place to live.
Yeah, as we walk, I want to say, should we get a cat? I think we should get a cat. Maybe if we get a cat, there's gonna be less rats.
I don't think there are going to be rats here. This place feels expensive.
We have a coils.
It's quite expensive. You pass parks, you pass hedges that are used as all the fences are iron backed off with hedges that are placed with roses everywhere. There are kind of flowing rivers and small little waterfalls that trickle down the sides of bridges and into the Rauven River. It's quite expensive looking, and it smells great. You guys chose probably the best city to live in. Out of all the places you could have chosen, Silverymoon is the place to be.
It looks safe. I like it.
There's water.
We could pretend to be like lords and ladies and then get an actual invite for this.
Oh yeah! I mean, we should just get our
Good
titles
option.
right away.
What would your title be?
Do people who own abbeys have titles?
Well,
I mean,
we don't have
You
to.
can,
we
you
don't
can
have to
call me
say that
Father
it's an abbey.
Demontail.
Father Demon.
Say it's an abbey. It's a repurposed abbey to make a castle.
I mean, Sister Glitter sounds pretty cool too.
Sister Glitter.
You see, like as you're walking, having this conversation, you see like a bunch of kids, well dressed, or they're climbing like a trellis that's up against some cottage-looking rich person's house, and they're just climbing and scaling it.
Well, Courtion, we have the right place to find you a nice outfit for this event.
I can't wait.
Wolverbane, you too.
Actually, Robin,
I don't wear clothes.
I mean, you have to. You're not gonna come with us if you don't.
They're all itchy. They never fit right.
I mean, you're just gonna wear them for one evening.
We'll get you the finest tailor.
Silk.
Second. Kind of fun.
Silk clothes is gonna just feel like a cloud around you, you know?
Rogadar, make a quick perception check.
20?
As your
Finally?
companions
Oh my goodness.
as your companions are kind of heading towards the direction of the abbey, you kind of glance around. You guys are passing a bunch of shops. You pass a small bakery, a small other kind of little shops. You see a clothing shop that does sell quite nice gowns for ballroom escapades, if you wish.
I take note of the address.
Yeah, you take note of the address. Rogadar, you see a nice bakery called the Tranquil Treats. It's the smell catches your nose. They have great scent, and the sign is very beautiful. It shows kind of like a cupcake. It says Tranquil Treats. The cupcake it's kind of set into kind of a cupcake holder, and the holder has a half star on it.
I like it when it's in food places. It's always nice. I do make a mental note of that for the next day.
All right. And as you make a mental note and kind of look through the window, you swear the proprietor, which you haven't really seen much on your adventures, is a dragonborn.
Cool.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end for the night.
Yeah.
Is that your dad, Mogadar?
Hmm. I
Dragonborn
highly
must
doubt
be
it.
his dad.
It is
Oh,
a
you
white
never know.
dragonborn,
Oh, never mind.
Nope, definitely not my dad. You'd be a copper one.
but it seems to be the first dragonborn you guys have really encountered.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
Oh, like
That's
when
why
you,
I thought it
when
was
you
his
guys hatch, it's not like a surprise. What color you guys turn out to be? Or
Nope, not a surprise.
oh,
dad.
Do you guys even hatch, or was that a lousy assumption on Wolverbane's part?
I believe I looked this up, and we do indeed hatch.
Well, that's actually fascinating. Well, thank you for watching, everybody, and check us out on YouTube. All of our past episodes are up on there, and this one should go up within the next few days. So if you're interested in catching up on the story, check that out. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.